Exiled Opinions urges you to drink responsibly. We do not condone underage drinking nor driving while drunk. We do not encourage you to take part in the Rotten Tomatoes drinking game and or any of the consumption of alcohol that our hosts and guests partake in. We're idiots. Please discontinue usage if any of the following side effects takes place: dizziness, blackouts, vomiting, nausea, passing out, or your friend drawing genitals on your face. We are not responsible for damage to any of your organs, and you should not be trying to keep up under any circumstances.
Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the infamous Rotten Tomatoes drinking game here on Exiled Opinions and Mad Dodge Productions. I'm joined here by our illustrious host, Frank Shandor, as long as myself, along with Farty and Mad Dodge. So how the fuck are you guys doing? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, I walked in and you were talking about how small your penis is. So, are we going back to that conversation? 5 inches? What the fuck?
Yeah, you know it's better than 3. What can I say?
Memes! Memes is huge.
Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up, memes?
I just got back from the pub. Oh, I got in trouble.
Oh, memes, what did you do?
I was holding one of my friend's legs as she was reaching over the bar, getting me a Coors Light, while our bartender was busy doing her job and loading up the jukebox with her own money to play us music.
There's that misogyny at work.
Of the bar. It was bad. Yeah, although I must admit, my friend, she did say she did have a long torso, and she was correct. She had been working out.
Hey, we got a lot to go through tonight.
So, Frank, are you making the Defiant right now? Is that what's going on? Hurry the fuck up. No. Oh, I gotta pay you? Oh, damn.
What are you beating?
Well, you could always be a homie and just be like, here, buddy, here's a gift. You know, the USS Defiant, dog. Like, here you go.
I got an easy one.
Yeah,
for you.
Fuck you, baby. Yeah.
Do the USS Franklin, make a boat-shaped lump of plastic, and then just set it on fire.
Are we talking about model boats or penises?
Well, no. We could always just make a replica of Australia. Oh, it'd be blank. Never mind. Sorry.
Haven't you seen the map? There's fucking spiders here. There's snakes over there. There's fucking backpacker killers over here. There's.
Dude, he blinks twice and a drop bear takes you out.
So it's not Zool. That's disappointing.
Wait, the troll god?
Sure.
I am the bull god.
Oh,
Wait,
no, I'm
what?
thinking of Zul'jin. My bad. I got you.
You're gonna 3D print Farty a drop bear.
There is. Oh my god.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I've actually got one of those already. It's actually a real drop bear that we killed and fucking just hollowed out at skull. We actually use it for umbrellas.
Well, no, and Doku, check this out. You know how my wife bought me that Jon Snow figure yesterday, right?
You can't hear me. What the
Hang
on.
So quote, there's only one war that matters, the Great War. How mad does that make you right now?
It doesn't.
Very.
Yeah, it's gotta piss you off, right? Like all that ramp up for the fucking long night, and it was like, you know, a 16-year-old virgin getting his rocks off for the first time. Took about 45
Well, remember we had speculated on what the names of the episodes were going to be. The fact they even named that episode "The Long Night" pisses me off to no avail.
Well, they should have named it Winter Game Early.
But
It's
then it
more
would
of
have
like
been a double entendre. Herpicus has got some stuff going on in the chat here. If the Game of Thrones guys Star Wars project is as bad as the last episode was, I'll need some bleach. He follows with, makes me glad I didn't get into Game of Thrones.
And I'm rather irritated, as Mad Dodge knows, with this particular episode because it was not the long night. It was more like, you know, the average length night of extreme fucking disappointment and an exemplification of Dan and Dave's absolute lack of creativity and writing ability.
I just want to know if they're all supposed to be on top of the wall. How did the dead guys get on top of the wall?
Yeah,
Well, no, they
well,
could have named it 30 Seconds on Magic Mountain.
No, it was an hour and 21 minutes.
Herpicus is asking you
the
to rant
worst.
away, Doku.
How did the dead guys get on top of the wall? That's quite simple, because no cunt could play a simple game of whack-a-mole, that's why.
They got on top of the wall because the plot decided that they should be on
So
top
they
of the
had
wall.
they had plot jetpacks.
They're undead. They have infinite stamina.
Hey, Michael Burnham didn't show up. All right, I mean it could have been worse.
So was that?
This is the one thing I have to mention. I am very happy that now that all of the Game of Thrones, shills where, Dan and Dave can do no wrong, now that they've got all their videos out, we're actually starting to see people look at this episode with an objective lens and explain why it's fucking trash. Because
well,
it
does seem to
is
be racist.
trash.
What's that?
Oh
Memes?
god, don't even get me started on that.
Well, dude, they sacrificed the Dothraki. It's like, all right, so you're going against like infinite
Hey,
stamina.
that's not
undead.
racism, okay?
Okay, we're gonna give them all a plus a D4 of like flame damage, okay, because of Melisandre. Okay, that's fine. But you have them charge away from the front lines to all then be essentially more or less killed, and it's not like you're going against a high-level enemy that can automatically raise everyone that just dies.
Okay,
God
what's going
damn it,
on?
memes.
Well, they were
Okay.
committing genocide.
Okay. Look,
Okay.
memes, dude. Listen. It wasn't racist. It was just ethnic cleansing.
Okay, what's going on? I just
All right, so let's just jump. Let's just fucking pull a Philly fucking D and just jump right into this.
Okay, what's going on? Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
hear
yeah.
you.
Yeah, I can hear you, JT.
Okay, just got back, Leon, but I just got back from Avengers.
Oh, okay. Oh, Leon.
You're just now seeing it.
I decided to wait a week because some of my cousins want to come and see it, and I thought, I'll wait till they
You should have.
get
If
in.
you wanted to give Disney your money so bad, you should have just gone see Dumbo.
Hang on. Which version did you see? Did you see the one with a lot of Captain Marvel, or did you see the one with fuck all Captain Marvel?
Oh, I saw the one where she got flicked. I laughed at that. You know what? I mean, she wasn't like this game-changing character like the writers tried to make her out to be. And you know what?
All right, so
Wait a
I'm
second,
curious,
journalist?
Leon. Well, real quick, Leon. On a scale of 1 to 10, what do you give Endgame?
Endgame, an 8 or 9.
Boo!
Personally,
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't give a shit. It was an enjoyable movie. It wasn't that bad. It was a good. I don't give a care. I actually enjoyed it. It
So-
wasn't Last Jedi terrible. How about this? It wasn't Last Jedi bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to beat Last Jedi when it comes to Last Jedi.
It wasn't
Unless
in
you're
other-
fucking Game of Thrones.
In other news,
yes.
did anyone
That's bad.
back? Some news from this last week. Did anyone back Subverse?
Nope.
No.
Really?
No, I didn't.
No one backs Subverse.
Wait, you guys don't like Tim Pool?
Who the fuck is Subverse and what the fuck?
Well, yeah, that's a question. Are you talking about Temple Subverse, or are you talking about the game?
Talking
I
the
think-
game.
Yeah. Philly D shouted it out too, because when he said Subverse, I'm like, is he talking about Tim Pool? Oh, he's talking about the game. Oh,
Yeah,
so he's
the-
not going to be
What
happy.
game. There's this game called Subverse that's put out by FOW Studios. They got run off of Patreon for making surprise adult entertainment.
Oh my god.
So they've made a spacer that has a strategy RPG element to it that you use to collect waifus as you journey through the galaxy, and then you get to do all sorts of fun adulty things in the quarters with them after your missions.
Yeah, it's basically fucking Galaga with space waifus and adult entertainment.
It's Deep Space Wife meets high-end animation meets insert your favorite spacer here.
It looks like something you'd find on wetpussygames.com.
Yeah, but it's so
basically
much more
Darling,
than that.
No, Chandor, let's be honest. It's Darling and the Franks' last 3 episodes, but with a more adult theme.
What was that game on Steam that they had where basically you met with like all like the different teachers or something like that, and then it was kind of like a strategy kind of click 'em game where you were enticing ladies to come to an ultimate fruition.
There's
I
a
was
thousand
able
of
to do
those.
it.
One.
There's 1,000 of those on wetpussygames.com.
Exactly. Which
Herpicus
fucking one?
Herpicus
Surprisingly,
sounds-
ex Mrs. Memes' good friend, who was, we'll say, by the classical term, was a little bit more prude than us. She was always able to succeed, surprisingly enough.
Herpicus says it sounds like a worthy cause to back Subverse.
Alright, who's
Well,
snorting cocaine?
MC will probably approve this because it'll piss off Tim Pool if you go and back it up. He's not very happy about the fact that they share the same name.
He is talking about legal action. I do remember something was mentioned because it is kind of his brainchild. But then again, when you Google Subverse, yeah, that's the first thing that comes up. Not anything about Tim Pool's straight news organization.
Let's be
And also,
honest.
I'm pretty sure that Subverse. Temple says it was around before this game, but at the same time, hey Temple, you didn't do anything with it either, so you might not have a solid.
Let's
I
be
thought he
honest.
pissed them off.
If Tim Pool goes after this game legally, I will lose all respect for him. And his viewer base will fucking dive faster than Andy Worski's
Monday
viewer
Max?
base did.
Will it or
That's
will
for
it
the Monday
grow?
Max for your base.
Oh no, it'll drop. It'll drop completely. Because he's
it'll drop
essentially...
not skyrocket.
No, I don't think it'll skyrocket. Because a lot of people who watch it are... Because basically, the Subverse game is using... not free speech. It's using... oh, what the fuck is it called?
Well, they have a fancy V, kind of like V uses in his name.
Yeah, that's not what I'm getting at though. It uses the fair use policy though, because while it might share a name, like you can have 2 movies called Terminator, right? 2 movies called Terminator, but be 2 completely different stories, and you really can't sue.
Didn't they reach out to the patent office or something before he did? It's kind of like the whole like Sargon with the liberalist thing. As soon as Andy Worski went to like do an international patent, like everyone's just imagining like Sargon in his like half suit, kind of like running down or trying to call the patent office, being like, "Blimey, you need to." Okay, that's not Sargon.
Hang on. Is Tim Pool actually trying to fucking rehash this fucking React bullshit?
He's angry.
Yeah, he's angry. But you know what? Fuck Tim Pool. I mean, I go there for his news. I don't show up for him to be a little whiny bitch that he stole this from me, and now like we get our show ripped off all the fucking time.
But I thought the genesis of this was that Tim Pool like kind of covered like one of this studio's other games. Like he kind of backed it up, but at the same time he didn't necessarily say the nicest things, so they kind of poked some fun at him, and then they may have just kind of taken his name and beat him to press.
Well, no, the reason Tim Pool got pissy is because if you search Subverse, the game, which obviously has adult themes, is the #1 hit as opposed to his media project.
Wait,
So
Doko,
he
you
got
think people on the
salty.
internet prefer potentially scandalous and/or pornographic material over news?
No, because
I know,
I
it's
just
fucking shocker, right?
I just thought of
thought we
something
were
fucking
doing
funny.
Yeah, what's
Yeah, I
that?
thought it just the fucking, you know how I keep saying that the fucking media is so far behind and they're clueless about what happens on the internet. You know, can you just imagine like young kids getting into the game and it's like, oh, this subverse, oh, it's full of pornography, and this Tim Pool fella.
That's why I'm saying it might be a growing industry.
Oh, and that's the
There's
thing,
no-
Tim Pool got fucking salty about it because it shares the same name, but it falls into the same fucking thing, the same sort of instance where that one individual who got pissed off at J.K. Rowling because, oh my god, she used the term muggles. It's like, congratulations, you can't fucking copyright a name. That's not how it works. Like, Tim Pool, I would expect you to fucking realize this.
I thought
Just
it was
because
copyright.
something is called, just because something is called subverse,
Right.
you have a media platform,
Right.
and this is a fucking waifu, Galaga style game. You can't frickin' copyright the name Subverse.
It's a waifu sex simulator, all right? That's all it is, with a spacer element to it. But whereas Tim Pool's using it in more of like subvert, like counterculture. He's using it in
as
a
a brand.
counterculture. Right, he's using it in a counterculture context, whereas Subverse is using it in some, like a universal context, whereas
Just label one porn and one news.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and again, that's the thing, and that's why Tim Pool's an idiot. It's one is a brand, and the other is the title of a video game. Like,
Right.
sorry, Tim Pool.
One's
you
a
don't
brand,
have
one's a
you don't have a
franchise.
case.
They don't have to be inexorably linked.
What's the difference?
He's
between
just
a
mad
brand
because
and a
one pops up in a.
Yes.
Tim Pool's just mad because one pops up in the Google search above the other. That's the only reason he's being pissy about it.
A brand
Tim Pool,
is. Well, go ahead.
Tim Pool, this is not a battle you're gonna win, and it makes you look like a sensitive little bitch for being pissed off that something shares the same name and you don't like that. But it doesn't mean you have a case.
200 grand.
No, well, no. Here's the thing, though. If you're talking about Tim Pool's last video, that was about the whole Louis Farrakhan thing, right? And Snoop Dogg. It's really quite interesting where Louis Farrakhan is called far right, and Snoop Dogg of all people comes out in support of his fucking Muslim, I'm gonna throw a gay guy off a building fucking ass.
Wait, does that make Snoop Dogg a Nazi?
Yep.
Technically, by the standards of the extreme progressive left, it should. By their standards.
Well, no, and Snoop Dogg even came out and was like, yeah, support Louis Farrakhan. Put out every video you have.
Yeah. He literally came out and was like, hey, come put these videos out. But the difference between a brand and a franchise is that a brand can include a franchise, but a franchise is just part of a larger brand. Or can be part of a larger brand.
If Snoop Dogg's a fucking Nazi, you can just see that, his remix songs now. If the Jew wanna get you, burn him like a log, burn him like a log.
And just like that, both mine and Dodge's channel is deleted, Doku. Our channel is gone because
at a bare minimum, any hope for monetization is right out the fucking window.
Come support us on Patreon.
I'm being oppressed. Donate to my Patreon.
We'll start sending.
No,
Patreon.
Patreon. We'll start a Patreon.
No, I don't think I ever paid.
Patreon.
The mimetic was bad.
Yeah, but
goodness gracious.
Great balls of fire. Oh god,
So-
that's probably gonna be coming to the U.S. Please, Qui-Gon, help Obi-Wan. Somebody's our only hope.
You're not getting any help from me, so good luck.
No, you are helping. You are helping. You don't want to admit it. You are.
No, I'm gonna sit back and watch.
Goku and I will
You
be
have a
sitting out
conscience.
there destroying our fucking what's left of our organs, while everyone just goes peanut butter, chocolate.
Yeah, you know, I've been to the ER once, and this month, what's the second visit?
Dude, that reminds me. The last time I was in the ER, I just got back from a concert. I freaking got headbutted in the face, so I was bleeding like a mofo. So they pulled me out of there. The event staff were like, dude, you're bleeding. I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like, no, dude, you're bleeding. And I touched my head. I'm like, oh, yeah, I am. So I go to the tent, so they throw some Vaseline on. I'm like, yeah, you should probably go and get some stitches. I'm like, no, I'm not going until Corn plays. So I waited until Corn played, and then I left, and I went to the ER at 2:30 in the morning. And all of a sudden, it's like, eventually this Swedish doctor comes in, and he's tall, and he's like, all right, we're going to numb you up. And I'm like, all right. So he jabs a needle into my cheek, squirts me. Half the stuff of the numbing agent goes across my face. Then he comes back with a needle and phrase like, are you afraid of the stitches? And I'm like, no, I'm afraid of you.
You know, every time
Why do you sound excited about this?
every
and,
time
like,
he's
memes?
talking, you know, whenever someone brings up some Swedish thing, like, hey, I was on a boat and there was a Swedish captain, all I can think of is that fucker from the fucking Muppet Show going, it's sport.
Funny thing about that, in Switzerland, in Sweden, they actually call it the Swiss chef because the Swedes don't like the Swedes. I almost lost a fucking finger once in a training accident when I was a fiery, and I had to go get a couple of stitches in. The first lot of bloody lidocaine didn't work, so that she goes and sticks some more in, and it came out the hole, got her right in the face, and she just did this sort of blink, blink, flinch kind of maneuver like you see in a cum shot video, and I was just pissed myself laugh. I was like, I've seen that before.
Herpicus says the ER visit isn't too bad. It's the recovery period that sucks.
Well, no, I think you guys are
not wrong.
racist. You think of Swedish people and automatically they have a funny accent? You fucking racist.
I'm Australian. By definition, I am racist. You get me?
By definition, you don't exist.
This is true.
That one failed.
Australia is not a real place.
Just like the Dodgers aren't a real baseball team.
Oh, it's like that, Frank? All right. It's on now, motherfucker.
I'm having too much fun here. We haven't even gotten to the drinking
Like
game yet.
Florida's not a real state.
No, I've had it. The next person that talks shit on the Dodgers gets a space rock. I'm fucking done.
Giants rule, Dodgers suck.
Go
Is it
Sox.
our-
Oh, the Giants rule? Oh, now you
I'm
really
a Giants
fucked
fan.
up.
I was raised.
Oh.
I
Yeah,
love the
3
Bay Area.
space rocks for you, sir.
He's
I
talking about the
came
football team.
My family is from the Bay Area, so it's like
Isn't Oregon in the north?
No, the Giants, they are a sad excuse for a baseball team.
oh yeah, within
Hey, Dodge.
3 years they made 2 World Series. Yeah, that's sad.
Hey, Dodge.
Hey, at least we made it to the World Series. When was the last time you even sniffed a World Series?
Hey, Dodge. How do you
last year.
feel having New York's leftovers for a baseball team?
Oh,
Too soon.
God damn, I'm getting attacked from all sides. All
Hey,
right.
hey,
Fuck all
Dodge.
y'all.
Dodge, I got a question for you before you leave. In Rage, all right? Are you okay with the South not rising again? Do you want to feed it some Viagra?
I'll rise and I'll fuck you up the ass. Keep it up.
Yeah, he has a gas station on the corner of the street.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna go get some Spanish Fly then.
And memes, if you bring up the Red Sox, I will fucking kill you.
Go Sox.
Shut
What?
the fuck up.
Oh, I already did twice. Actually, 3 times.
Only
One was
3.
failed. No. I said Go Sox twice. He wasn't listening, and then the third time when he asked, "When was the last time you were at the World Series?" I'm like, "Last year."
Last times were 2015, I think.
You know why they're called the Dodgers, right?
Because we know how to dodge the World Series.
No,
fucking
because
dodge.
you're.
Yeah, I know.
No, it's because you guys are too busy running away from ground balls.
Oh!
I think you guys are just jealous you don't have Clayton Kershaw. Get a real pitcher.
Mad has a point. The Dodgers have the best pitching lineup in the NLCS.
I thought they were full of Canadians who didn't want to go to Vietnam.
So what you're saying is they're all power tops?
All right. What are we drinking to tonight, guys?
All right. See how Josh is getting dunked on so hard. He's like, "Come on, drinking game. Where's the drinking game?" All right. So let's bring it up. Let's do the drinking game to appease Dodge.
All right. So what do you want to start off with? Do you want to bitch about Game of Thrones a little bit, or do you want to go straight into
All right.
Chicano?
So
are we bitching about Game of Thrones tonight? I'm totally down for bitching about Game of Thrones tonight.
Okay, so I think we'll start with El Chicano because we only have 2 pages of reviews, and there's still quite a bit of content. And tonight, let's just go as long as we can with what we have, because we've got a whole bunch of critic reviews we can just dissect and kind of dunk on a little bit, and Game of Thrones we can do later on unless you guys really want to get it out of the way now.
Fucking hell, we got a big shot.
Well, no, Batman is still alive. What the fuck, Batman?
Brains.
Where?
So hungry.
Can someone get Batman the links?
All right, El Chicano. Are we doing?
Herpicus
Are we
says
doing
Florida
audience?
is.
I'll find the YouTube link. So
What's that?
I found the YouTube link.
Good.
I just come from watching Doom Patrol.
Oh.
It had the best line ever. General, the butts are loose.
I'm done. Someone fucking kill me. Someone murder me. Herpicus says Florida is too weird for someone to make up.
Nah. I reckon the best line ever in any movie was Law Abiding Citizen when the bloke was in fucking court and he just gets convicted and he gets up and he goes to the judge, and I bet you take it up the ass too, you bitch.
Hey, what do you think about that, Mad Dodge?
Will you jump off a bridge?
See, I would have gone with yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers.
No, see, my best line is from, what was it, RoboCop 2, where they, after they finish putting him back together and he's all fucked up and he walks outside the store and the dude's lighting up a cigarette and he like starts shooting around him and he goes, "Thank you for not smoking."
Nah. As a smoker, I take offense to that.
Good.
Yep, same here.
I need a butt.
Yeah, I know you do.
You just got to say the same because they've basically brought into this maximum security prison for weird people, right? They've released everybody. Then there's all these like scientists that come around the corner. One goes, "The butts are loose," and then there's this fucking butt, nothing but a backside on a pair of legs comes around the corner. Then it's followed by thousands of others, and the horrible thing is they've got teeth.
Thousands of butts?
Yeah.
You mean Brie Larson's other half?
Wait. Let me get this. Let me get this straight. Doom Patrol is exercising Tina Belcher fan fiction.
It's crazy good.
Have I not read this fan fiction?
You know Tina Belcher from Bob's Burgers?
Nope. Never watched
Oh yeah.
Is she the mom or daughter?
She's the oldest daughter. She's
Okay.
always talking
It's a
about
meme.
butts.
Oh, she's the New Age Daria.
Yeah. She's always talking about butts.
the Nadaria.
Daria. Bet she takes up the butt too.
Well, is she a butt fan, or why do I think it would have been feet? But then again, hey, you got it comes in cycles.
Yeah, because well, it means that's because you're Beavis's best friend.
Hey, boom, rumpa, smooth skin.
Rumple smooth. I'm done. I quit. Doku, you can have the show from now on.
I think Mad Dodge is going to come to my rescue again, memes.
Will you jump off a bridge?
Only if I get to take you with me.
We can do a double jump.
Yay!
We can make bracelet.
Yeah.
Can we sing Van Halen on the way down?
Yeah, but I'm going to be the one.
Bon Jovi.
Living on a prayer?
No, the song "Jump" by Bon Jovi.
That's Bon
Or
Jovi.
Van Halen, I mean. Van Halen did the song "Jump."
Jump.
I
got that song stuck in my head now.
That's how X-Mrs. Memes got hit by a 20-foot wave.
I got that song stuck in my head now.
You're welcome.
Could be worse. It could be Chris Cross's jump.
How about this one? It could be photographed by Nickelback. Just had to do that.
I hate you.
Oh, dude, I'd probably be pissing off every Muslim ever right now. I'm having pork chops and salad for dinner. So
yeah, I hate you so much that I hope all your children are born as transsexual feminist Muslims.
Oh my God! Someone needs to do that as a story. Some Tumblrina needs to do that as a story on a movie story about transsexual Muslims.
You know,
I saw Naka talking about that the other day. She had invented a little thing that was inserted up the rectum that will kill the worm that feeds on semen in the third and fourth genders.
Yeah.
Oh.
What?
Wait, yeah, that's what I was saying. What?
I'll find the video.
So, if we're gonna be for real on this topic, I would love to I would love for Sharia law to come to the United States. For one, it would get me to stop drinking, because I'd have to. But for two, I could just basically own. I could treat other women like property. I could treat all the women like property. Just walk up, be like, "Yep, can't do nothing. Can't do nothing. Can't do nothing."
Yeah, that part where
You're
people
under
getting
arrest for the teaching of non-biblical science.
that part where people getting stoned isn't what you think, mate.
No, then it was it like 2 to 4 women that you would need to basically equate to the testimony of a man?
Yeah.
Like, why would
Yeah, Farty is right.
Did somebody play R. Kelly's "I Believe I Can Fly"
Farty
one?
is right. To a Muslim, a stoner means something entirely different.
Access to cannabis and pornography, and do we fix all of the problems?
Middle Eastern Seth Rogen.
And an Australian stoning just doesn't exist.
You know what I gotta say? Middle
It's
Eastern.
awesome.
Wait a second. Middle Eastern Seth Rogen. I'm a stone. Smash.
No, actually, yeah, you wouldn't want Sharia in America because all of your fun little clinics will just simply disappear because that's blasphemous, boys and girls.
Hey, actually, Middle Eastern Seth Rogen. No, don't throw me off the building! Ah!
No. Here's the thing we got to recognize. It's like Islam. It is the youngest of the 3 Abrahamic religions there, and it's like, let's face it, all the other throwing brains and shit. I do remember there was a certain discussion about particular units of measurement of currency and trade for imminent discretions against another as well. Hey, you kind of grow out of it, but the thing is, you don't want to force it, because it's like, all right, Afghanistan, like 35 years ago, it's like there were gals in like miniskirts going around. It's like, you don't just do that necessarily over a couple of years, especially because you don't want to destroy the culture of an area.
Means, yeah, some religions grow out of it, but I think Islam is severely developmentally handicapped.
Dude, gals can drive in Saudi Arabia now.
Now?
It takes time.
Yeah, but there has to be a man in the car. It has to be dual control car.
So my mom, when she was going to help out some folks in Boston, she was driving alone. She had an entire gang of guys basically just start rocking her car, and even ex Mrs. Means when we had
Back.
separated and she went to a date. I offered to give her a ride to the bar to meet the dude. On the way onto the bar, yeah, she got assaulted. So
Well,
it's
you
not
drive around.
necessarily the worst advice at times.
You
See,
drive
this
around
is-
at an Antifa rally, you're going to get that.
See, this is why you should do this show in Hangouts, because then somebody can mute memes.
Well, I can still mute memes.
Oh, you
Yeah,
could
but the
boot
rest of
memes.
us can't.
I could do whatever I want to memes.
What have you got against
You hear
memes? Are
that,
you like the
memes?
fucking? Are you the MSN now? You got something against memes now?
Are
Yeah.
you?
You,
Don't worry,
you
don't
Hillary
worry.
Clinton.
Yeah.
Wait, are you going to come to Oregon? We can hang
Nope.
out. We can have pizza and beers.
Nope.
I don't
nope.
know.
Make
I don't know
bracelets.
about Oregon, but I can come.
Everything went
Oh.
silent.
Where are you? Oh, sorry. That sounded depressive. My apologies. I didn't want to be too forward.
Means I've told you before. If I ever see you in my town, walking down my main street, I'll drag you into a bar and buy you a drink.
Do I
It'll
have
be
to
a
wear
gay bar,
the dragon onesie?
No, just be for a drink.
Oh my. All right.
What
Let's
are we
get into
doing?
this.
It'll be a drink with a roofie in it. He's going to lock him in the toilets and won't tell him after he's left it's a gay bar.
Will it be a good time?
It's always a
No,
good
dude. Last time I
time.
was in Canada and shit, actually, dude, I'm pretty sure the gay dude, he was looking after me. I puked on St. Catherine Street after like chugging a bottle of Parrot Bay.
All right,
My
guys,
Serbian mate
let's,
absolutely fucking hates poofters, right? And he fucking
Hates
like he
Hawaii
took me on a
roofie.
he wanted to go on a fucking pub crawl, and I hate pub crawls, so he's like, okay, you can pick the next one. So I took him to this fucking gay bar, and it was the one they used in Priscilla Queen of the Desert. No shit, it's the one they used in Priscilla Queen of the Desert, and it was fucking hilarious. It's like some fucking faggots looking at me at the bar. Don't worry about it, mate. Wait,
So-
why is this?
So it
Why'd you
wasn't
take me
the
to
Blue Oyster
the bar?
Club then?
Hey?
It wasn't the Blue Oyster Club from Police Academy.
No. It was this joint called the Imperial in a place called Ermington in Sydney, and they used it in the fucking the beginning scenes of fucking Priscilla Queen of the Desert. They actually have a fucking cabaret show there, and it's one of the fucking funniest things you've ever fucking seen. I never got picked up in that bar, and I don't know whether to be sort of pleased or fucking a bit bemused about that.
I've had a gay.
What type of vibe were you giving?
There was a gay bloke knocked about with us, and sometimes we go to his bar, which was his pub, which is a gay pub. Yeah, gay pub. Sorry, but you quickly find out they know you're straight, and if they know you're straight, most of them just won't bother you.
They don't
We're
always
getting bored.
know. Because I did have an experience when I was at a burlesque
Names,
show with
you
my
give out the
cousin.
vibe though.
No. But no, I was visiting my friend. She's a beautiful Syrian rose, and had my life gone a little differently, but that's another story. But she was working as a bartender there. So my cousin was out there when we were with his boss, and this was basically when one of the dances, she got my phone. She's like, "Oh, where are all the dick pictures?" And I'm like, "Why did I put that on my phone?" But eventually, at one point, we were outside smoking some butts. And I was talking with a gal, and this other dude, I guess he was gay or something, he was over there, and he was kind of talking to me, and he's like, "Oh, all right, it's going on." He's like, "I can't get a reading on you." And I'm like, "Oh, why does it matter? That's like a personal thing. It's like, who cares?" And then I'm kind of just talking, and then he grabbed my dick. So
Why
I'm
were you
like,
f-
all right. At
Me?
this point, I'm like, what is the thing? It's like, do I punch a dude in the face and kind of ruin the party or anything? Or I just like take his hand, move it away. No, thank you. It stopped.
Well, you were already felching out the front of a gay bar, so
Yeah, memes.
Wait a minute, memes. No. Memes just got sexually assaulted, and he felt bad about it. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I didn't tell him no, and I guess dude, I had a mohawk and everything, so it's like, dude, I don't know, so maybe he found me very
Wait, you were
attractive
asking
and-
for it? You were asking for it. You should
No,
have been
dude,
dressed
I was
that
there to
way.
see my friend.
no, Dodge,
Yeah.
you can't
Gorgeous
say
friend.
that.
Memes.
You
The next
can't say
time, the
that.
next time you're on about start a story with you were in a gay bar. Never say we went outside and smoked some butts.
No, it was
Yeah,
a
you were
barbecue joint.
You were felching out the front of a gay bar.
No, I came back from the gay bar. Excuse me, Legion.
The Gay Legion.
Hey, you go your way, I go your way.
So we've got a bunch of French soldiers dressed in pink.
No, but seriously, memes. Like that's the whole thing with women, right? Like, you're wearing that short skirt, so it's your fault. So yeah, memes. It was your fault.
Wait.
Fuck?
Memes was wearing a short skirt?
Not that night.
Not that night.
Whoa, here's the thing. Dude, this is why communication is important and shit. It's like, yeah, to be fair, it's like, could I technically charge a dude with sexual assault? Yeah, probably. What does that accomplish?
Actually,
He's
literally,
got a
yes,
point
you
there.
can. But do you want to be publicized as the dude who got,
Yeah.
Well,
sexually assaulted?
historically, well, Farty, here's the thing. Historically, a dude comes around and he grabs another dude's dick. I thought the social response was you punch a dude in the face.
Oh, actually,
I
not
was
really.
larger than this dude, and like here's the thing. If you're gonna get into a fight and shit goes down, it's like if something bad ends up happening to the other person, it's like I don't think you're gonna be able to get away with that more than once, dude. I'm sorry, man.
That's
I watched
weird.
memes,
it.
dude. Memes.
That was
If
zero
some dude at a bar grabs my fucking cock, I am going to sock him in the fucking nose.
Well, it wasn't out of the blue. He was I've been conversing with him and stuff. So it's like, it's a dude I had talked to. It's not just like some random person that, although XX Mrs. Memes did have her ass grabbed a number of times when we were in the packed club. It was always when I was in front, too. She did have a beautiful ass.
The amount of
Yes,
the amount of ecstasy you've got, you must have started dating before you left the womb.
Yeah, there's one John I used to work at fucking. We had this bloke, Puff John. We called him Puff John because he used to try and grab you on the ass and on the cock, just as a joke. He did that all the fucking time. Fucking no, punched him out for it.
Well, that's just because he was fucking about. He wasn't actually just trying to, like, fuck somebody. Like,
How do you know? You never met him.
whatever.
Actually, no. If you'd met this dude's wife, you'd understand why.
No, that's a good point, though. Memes is automatically trying to defend somebody he never met. Memes, are you going to defend Charlie Manson?
You know what it is? You know what it is, Dodge? Memes is the ultimate nice guy.
So he's stuck in, that corner.
I mean, he would never take his soundboard and get sound clips of you saying stuff, would he?
That's true. Batman's a prick.
Yes,
Anyway.
Batman's a prick.
Well, these things happen.
No, you see, Memes is too naive. Like, you're standing out the front of a bar with a mohawk and fucking some cunt grabs you by the dick and you're still too stupid to understand that, hang on, yes, you can headbutt the cunt in the nose.
Yeah. And when you do that, you can always shout.
Taxation and stuff.
I got there on road.
I hate you, Batman. I really do.
Yeah, well, why don't you take your own advice and...
Will you jump off a bridge?
Damn it. All right, everyone. Y'all have had your fun. We're getting to the drinking game.
Yeah, Frank, wake up and take on.
So,
Doku needs a drink, guys. All right, Doku, go ahead.
Yeah, you're damn right. I need a drink. Listening to you guys talk about fucking gay bars and shit. Jesus Christ.
You're just pissed you missed out on all of that.
Yeah, Doku's just sad that he's not allowed in.
No, I let you guys have your fun. So you'll
spit on your back later.
Oh, fuck off.
He let us have our fun.
Frank, wake up.
Hey, Doku, do I need to drive you to the hospital?
Oh, fuck you.
My bad, bro.
No, it's not like I'm gonna be that pissy about it. Come on.
No, Doku just needs to crank a butt.
Memes, that's your thing. I appreciate you trying to share your kinks and everything, but
I thought you smoked.
Yeah, do you want a golden dragon?
God damn it,
what a
Memes.
golden dragon is.
God damn it, Memes.
That's the ultimate form of Breath of Fire too.
Frank,
Actually, I thought that was a
It-
Grand Dragon. That's what Game
Fucking
Yeah, just-
rank, wake up.
Drink
There
for
we go.
just drink
Hey,
for
a
memes
guy
being
can't
fucking
go
cringy.
take a shit in peace.
Nope.
No, you fucking can't. You gotta shut her up.
Apparently not.
Nope.
All right,
Well,
so
it's either you start the drinking game or Doku shows us all what a golden dragon is. And I'm a little worried about the golden dragon thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, that sounds like a euphemism.
Well,
Doku, Doku.
that's-
yeah, well,
You're only
if
supposed to
you're
share
talking
your
about a golden,
guys,
If you're-
that scene I was on about, I just posted a YouTube clip of it in stream chat.
Okay.
yeah, well, we're gonna kick off the fucking superhero El Chicano drinking game here. If my cat will get the fuck out of the way, Bucky, please stop.
Fuck off, cat.
Stop playing with your pussy, Doku.
So, do we want to start with the critic reviews or the audience reviews?
Hey, Doku,
Well,
if you
I
want,
have a very nice critic review here.
right,
from,
Doku, if you want your cat out the way, I suggest you finger it.
God,
Get your finger out of your pussy, Doku.
A couple pokes and guide it. Just be gentle.
you're about to end up on the same fucking level as memes here if you don't fucking play your cards right, damn it.
So who are we
So-
reading from, Doku?
From the Arizona Republic by Bill Goody Kuntz. I shit you not. That is
That is legitimately his name. It's oh my god. That is probably the worst name since Joey Jojo Shabadoo from fucking The Simpsons.
No, that actually
Yeah,
sounds
that
like
episode.
it sounds like an exclamation. Bill, goody, cunts.
Yeah, it's Bill Goody Kuntz. So let's just read this real quick because holy hell. Confused El Chicano doesn't soar as a Mexican-American superhero. There's a need for a Latino superhero film. El
Why?
Chicano is not it. Ben Hernandez Bray's film, he also co-wrote No One Cares, is an origin story of a barrio adventure. Sort of. But it takes its time getting there. Along the way, it's long on violence and short on storytelling. It aims high, working in the realm of myths, but it does so in a hit or miss fashion. On the plus side, it's got George Lopez in a dramatic role, no less. The film begins 20 years in the past, with twin brothers scurrying around the barrio in LA, warned by an old man that when the sky turns black, bad things happen. In other words, at night, though this is a way of saying, just, no, stop. After a face-off with police, a masked man dressed in black roars up on a motorcycle, then stabs the neighborhood's leader. This stranger, though it isn't clear for a while, is El Chicano. 20 years later, Diego, no one cares, one of the twins is an officer with the LAPD arriving at the scene of a slaughter, and all of the victims have the word mito, myth, tattooed on their arms along with Diego's birthday, which is also the birthday of his twin, Pedro, of course, except that Pedro is dead, supposedly having committed suicide after a short, crime-ridden life. Captain Lopez, who is...
Captain Gomez? What the fuck?
Yeah, Captain Gomez, yes. Yes. Who was there the night El Chicano showed up as a beat cop is... A beat cop? What the fuck?
What about Chupacabra? Does the Chupacabra show up? Like, this sounds like garbage.
Well, apparently it
That's why
is.
we're doing it.
There's Zorro in it.
It is as eager to keep the FBI from taking over the case as he is to solve it. That's tricky business. The deaths are a small part of a larger scheme hatched by a Mexican crime lord called El Gario.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say El Chapo.
It's
I
El
was gonna
Gallo.
fucking kill
It might
myself.
as well be. Who believes California was stolen from Mexico and wants to reclaim it? You can't accuse Bray of aiming low.
Dude, no, wait a minute, though. We can work with this. You want California? You can have it. Like, we're done with it.
Here we go.
What if
This
they
is where
come
it
for
gets
Oregon?
fun.
Or Washington.
Oof.
Well,
Here's where it
then
gets
you're
fun.
gonna get a fight. You're not taking my state, goddammit.
All right, goddamn it, Mad Dutch. Save it, because here's where it gets fun. His right-hand man in the barrio is Shotgun, a childhood friend of Diego's, and the son
Did you
of
just
the
have
man.
an accent? No, Doku, I can't let this slide. You just had an accent. You said barrio, like with a fucking Latino accent. What the fuck?
Barrio. Barrio.
I need a Mario from my mango. Mario,
I need Mario.
Yo, Taco Bell.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
All right. Continue.
Yeah, his right-hand man is Shotgun, a childhood friend of Diego's, and the son of the man El Chicano stabbed all those years ago. For a good portion of the film, it's that bad. It just plays out like
El Chapo stabbed him years ago. That's what I heard. I know that's not what you said. That's what I heard.
No, all I'm
It
hearing
literally
is this being read out like it's a fucking one of those Mexican dramas. And El Chapo.
It is. It is.
And then he came along.
For a good portion of the film, it just plays out like a crime drama, though there are occasional hints of power of the dead or a mysterious scene of a knife being blessed in front of a makeshift altar. But bit by bit,
basically, it's a Latino.
Hey, Eldritch, how's it going?
Punisher.
Basically, that's what it sounds like.
Wait a minute. A makeshift altar? Did they sneak into my house? What the fuck?
Apparently.
Get the fuck out.
Yep, they did.
all right, well, there's not much more. So just hold on. Bit by bit, Diego's investigation leads him to the path of becoming the new El Chicano. He is kind of a Mexican-American Batman, only without the millions. Hold on. A man consumed by grief and the need for revenge. A vigilante who will work outside the law to bring...
God, give it a rest, Batman.
Yeah, no, Batman's right. Like, a Mexican-American Batman? What the fuck? Stop appropriating my culture, you bitches.
Hold on, God damn it. I'm trying to finish this garbage-ass article. A vigilante who will work outside the law to bring villains to justice. El Chicano works way outside the law. This is Batman with dual submachine guns. It's all leading to a showdown, of course.
Wait, so it's the Punisher?
Yeah, apparently. Yes, it's the Punisher. Although Bray struggles a bit to convey its dramatic impact, it has to do with the way he stages and edits the big final scene. We've grown used to incoherence in the Marvel movie battles, perhaps. It seems to be an accepted part of the story. But here, it's a fight between two people. You'd think it would be easier to follow. But Bray jump cuts constantly, never letting the scene play out for more than a second or two without another edit. Maybe it's supposed to be slow intensity, maybe it's just confusing. But the film ends with a threat and a promise, which is shorthand for a sequel. If this one makes any money, and I hope it does, it's an interesting concept. And maybe someone else will get it
First, I
right
thought you said
the
there wasn't
next
much
time.
left of this.
I hope it.
Well, now it's done. If you fucking stop talking, it's done now, damn it.
Well, no, I'm wondering, does Brie Larson, like, show up at the end and save the day?
No,
she might as well.
She gets,
So this
she
guy
gets
gave.
thrown to fuck by the main character.
All right, so Very, very good farty. Very, very nice.
Yeah, and I know
Very
what he says at
succinct.
the end when he kills the bad guy.
Bazinga!
Oh my fucking god!
God, go to hell.
All right,
Well,
so
no,
this,
no, right.
guys. This guy gave the film 2.5 stars. So
Yeah,
I
that's
give
very good.
I
this
think he was way too nice.
I give
He
this
is.
review 4 drinks.
4 drinks it is.
At least 4.
Okay, well, there's one drink. I'll take another one here in a second. I'm just wondering, does Brie Larson save the day? And is the Mexican Batman the dollar store version or what?
No, it's
What's
Batman.
wrong?
Well,
Told you, Matt. It's Batman. Well,
yeah.
And no,
Well, you know,
Brie
it's
Brie
based-
Larson.
It's
Brie Larson gets thrown away like a used tampon again.
what do you mean, like?
well, this is how you know this movie is fucking garbage. It's based on a barrio, which is a Mexican slum, and the quote Mexican Batman is based on a fucking Mexican wrestler.
Real
Wait a
quick,
second.
Farty, will you shoot Eldritch a link to the Discord? He's not in here, and he's wondering about a link in the chat. So
It's on the bottom. It's on the bottom of our YouTube channel. Live of our live stream. It's right in our right in the description there.
Toku, the one thing I'm noticing there from your last description there, now with all those jump cuts and it being a wrestler, I'm just imagining. It's like, all right.
It's Rey Mysterio.
For
and it's-
anyone interested in joining the Discord, the link is in the chat. Should be at least. Restream got their shit together.
Hang on, has Eldritch been on here before?
No, but I've been on Eldra's show.
Yeah, well, you might, DM him a link. I don't know.
No, I posted the link in the chat.
He did. I just saw.
So links in the chat. It is on our. It's on the bottom of our YouTube description. If you want to find it the hard way, but it is in the chat.
that was the hard way. The hard way, kind of like Brie Larson.
No one's getting hard for Brie Larson.
Everyone is.
Yeah, Brie Larson. Hey, Brie Larson says, "My way or the highway," so I've got the car out.
Oh my god! So, Batman posted a link of the butts are loose thing in the stream chat, and oh my god,
It's just so too funny for
it's
words.
so fucking. Are those hands for feet?
Yeah.
You've never seen a Mr. Potato?
I'm
Wait,
done.
is this a new Doom movie?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
I thought there was supposed to be a cyber demon in it.
Hey, what's up, Eldritch? How are you doing tonight, buddy?
Hello, Eldridge.
Hey, Eldridge, how's it going, man?
All right.
Buddy?
Is it working?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we hear you.
Awesome.
I gotta turn your volume up a little bit. Hang on.
Yeah, might help.
Were those butts farting as they were walking, or is that just?
No, that's machine gun fire and explosions behind them.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alright, let's see.
They have terrifying teeth.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'll do the audience review. Stuart P, 1 star. It started out okay, but then I realized George Lopez was in it. I walked out on the refund. That guy, piece of shit, does not deserve my time.
It started out okay, but then the credits ended and the film began.
Dude, no, I'm gonna drink to that. That is a good fucking reading party. Good job.
deserve my time.
That's basically how I heard Doku's reading like the whole fucking time. It was just like
Here's one from RRR, 5 stars. You can feel the rage built up in the character and reasoning for mayhem. Okay.
Drink for not being an actual review.
Yeah, 2 drinks.
Well, no, and like, is that the same person that gave Discovery a good review? I mean,
We
we can look that up.
Oh, sorry guys, no information there.
Oh.
We don't talk about Star Trek Discovery around here.
I thought you liked STD.
Yeah, he doesn't want to admit to it.
No, he likes getting cured of STDs.
I like DS9.
Oh,
dude,
here's a fun one. Here's a fun one, real quick. Real quick from Andrew O. For 5 stars. One of the best movies I've seen in a while. ... I don't know if this is a troll review or.
Wait, was it Andrew Torba?
So where's the link to the descriptions? To the little reviews.
That's all it is, Andrew O. And
Oh,
right
shit.
below it,
Yeah,
for 1
we gotta-
star.
Hang on.
You'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll kiss $16 goodbye.
All right, Conrad W. 1 star. Garbage. Decent acting. Terrible movie. Joe Carnahan should be ashamed of himself.
Oh, you should be ashamed.
Oh,
You killed my father.
Man. Alright. I'm putting all the links in the stream chat. I'm gonna have to start doing that from now on since the panel's starting to get bigger.
Oh, these reviews are fucking terrible.
Play the home game,
Well-
ladies and gentlemen!
Well, the movie is terrible, right? Like Mexican Batman, give me a fucking break.
We already had
What the
one.
hell
These
is
aren't
going
even.
on?
These aren't even fucking reviews. That's the bad part. Like, really? You gotta go see this film, guys. It's good. I promise.
Yeah, go watch it. Go get blisters on your ass for 2 hours watching Mexican Batman. That's clearly Mexican Punisher, but we don't understand how to categorize things or to compare things. We're just gonna spew nonsense.
Is it Taco Tuesday?
It's got to be somewhere, right?
I'm sorry, that was bad.
Well, didn't you know, Mad Dodge? It's a must-see film. Great acting, intense action, and interesting storyline.
This film delivers on every level.
Every level.
Okay, let's see.
Can you just shoot me already?
There are 4 links to the New Zealand Herald review. 4 links to the New Zealand Herald. This
God,
is
New Zealand
why.
has a newspaper.
Mad Dodge, open your mouth.
Fair enough. All right.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go over to Teo Bugbee from the New York Times. This is gonna be a good one, guys. In the ultra-violent East Los Angeles epic El Chicano, a police officer, Diego Hernandez, finds himself in a moral crossroads when he unearths a connection between his late brother Pedro and the execution-style killing of local gang members. As Diego dives into Pedro's past, he enters a punishing street war that quickly becomes painful to watch. In Pedro's journals, Diego discovers a plan to recreate El Chicano, a masked vigilante who terrorized the gangs of his brother's youth. Though Diego is at first disturbed by his brother's references to Mexican-American Revolution, the escalating bloodshed in his community soon drives Diego to take up the mask his brother left behind. As El Chicano, Diego adopts a ferocious, my fucking god, I can't English today, a ferocious approach to fighting crime, training his body to be a weapon alongside his guns. The director Ben Hernandez Bray began his career in Hollywood as a stuntman, and though too many bones are crunched to describe this film as elegant, Bray directs action with merciless kinetic logic. The physical effect...
Hang on, he's not done yet.
No, just go ahead, guys. There's something...
No, go ahead. I was going to read another review. But
okay. There's one more paragraph. Hang on. Let me get through this. The physical effect of violence in this film is made abundantly clear, but the political and thematic purpose of including such brutality remains murky. Neighbors, childhood friends, and family members clash, but the supposed heroes are as ruthless as the villains. Bray seems to want to portray a culturally specific version of Mexican-American identity, complete with a mostly Mexican-American cast on both sides of the law. But it's hard to be entertained by the spectacle of brutality when campiness is entirely absent. Here, when cop fists meet cartel skulls, the impact feels sickening, and it's no less sadistic when the roles are reversed.
Drink.
So is this a Mexican Matrix? Is that what's going on?
He said Mexican American so many times, all I can think of now is the Cheech Marine song. Mexican Americans, I love the nonas, and then ninas, and then nunas, and then nanininunas.
I just want to hear something in La Bamba.
Oh my
Well,
God.
I think you probably should have saved this episode for another 2 days. It would have been great for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh.
Yeah, be dead too.
So I'm gonna classify this what, a 6-shotter?
But,
I give it 3.
Give it
3
3.
drinks.
Minus
are we-
9,000.
Are we ever gonna get to Wolverine and the stab to kill the knight?
No, we're not. Fuck you, Dodge.
Yeah. Like, let's get to Game of Thrones already. God damn it!
Hey, we still have this to get through. So you're gonna have to hold your horses, sir.
I don't care about Mexican Deadpool. I don't give a fuck.
Well,
you
so
got it
about
wrong. You
this,
got it wrong, man. It's not Mexican Deadpool. It's El Deadpoolo.
El Polio.
it's Juan
I don't
Pol.
give a fuck.
How about this review from
It's not so much
Felix
Mexican Deadpool
Vasquez?
It's not so much Mexican Deadpool as the pool boy.
No.
This review from Felix Vasquez from Cinema Crazed.
Let me bring it up.
Celebrating film and
The
pop
fuck?
culture.
Here we go. Here we go.
Dude, Cobra Kai is better. All right, just throwing it out there.
All right, Doku, take it away. Unless someone else wants to do it.
Here we go.
I wouldn't
During
do
the-
that with your dick, Frank.
God damn it, Mad Dodge.
Shut up.
Normally it's supposed to be goddamn it memes, but Mad Dodge, you now have the mantle. God damn it, Mad
Dodge
Dodge.
has meme status now. Memes, you're now the new Mad Dodge. You
Well,
have
memes go.
you have
Let's get
swapped.
through this. Let's get through this, Cancer. During the first half of El Chicano, main character Diego is going through his brother's belongings, remembering him before he died, and flips through a couple of Daredevil comic books.
I fucking told you. I fucking told you.
That's a drink? That's a fucking drink?
God
That's-
damn it.
That's basically the Headspace director Ben Hernandez, whatever, is endearing his crime thriller superhero movie El Chicano. Is this really a superhero movie though?
No.
Hey, will
No.
you just shoot me again, Batman? Like, I've had it, dude. I can't live this life anymore.
Hey, you knew what this was when you started getting involved, Dodge.
Where's the link to this that you're reading?
It's in the stream chat.
Essentially, El Chicano is an urban superhero with heaps of potential to be the next big Avenger against the drug dealers and
Oh
gangsters.
God, the
Oh.
next big Avenger? No.
A
no,
mix-
you
a
didn't
mix
do
of-
that. No.
A mix of Daredevil, the Phantom, and Batman. Ben Hernandez Bray's action thriller
Mexican Batman.
is
Mexican
admirably ambitious and
Okay.
fun.
Okay. Take another fucking
Oh.
drink for Daredevil reference, and then take another fucking 3 drinks for Batman, because these assholes don't understand. This is nowhere near Batman. This is more like Punisher shit.
Which review?
Yeah,
is
no,
it?
that's what I'm saying. It's all about Mexican Batman. There is no Mexican Batman. God damn it.
Felix Vasquez.
Felix Vasquez. Okay.
Oh, and don't worry, it's about to get far more interesting. Young LAPD detective Diego Hernandez is assigned a career-making case investigating a vicious cartel while digging into a potential
You want me to take over?
grammatical errors, sorry, irritation. A potential gangster uprising, he uncovers links to his brother's supposed suicide and a turf battle that's about to swallow his neighborhood and overthrow the police. Torn between playing by the book and seeking vigilante justice, he resurrects the masked street legend El Con.
Torn between being American and Mexican, in other
You
words,
want me to
right?
tag in here? You're not,
Who
you're
is
not
known-
wording much.
Who is known by many as the Boogeyman. God, this
No.
That's
Drink for
Doku
fucking
tagging out.
El
Want me-
Boogeyman.
should I tag you out, man?
Yeah,
It's appropriate considering
El
the-
Boogeyman. El Boogeyman. That's our Mexican Batman.
Yeah,
He's
let's-
El Boogeyman.
Oh, God damn it.
What's that? A Mexican dude that pulls down his pants and does a boogie dance.
Let's have Eldridge take over, Doku. My God.
I'm dying here.
Okay.
I'll take a small order of enchiladas and a soft taco. Mexican Batman.
We'll serve that to you with a roofie colada. Sound good?
All right, let's just finish this real quick. Now, out to take down his childhood friend turned gang boss, he sets off on a bloody war to defend his city and avenge his brother's murder. One thing you can't fault Ben Hernandez Rey for is the ambitious, obvious work of love he brings to the life on the big screen. His primarily minority cast, Drink, help convey a lot of the resonant themes he aims for as El Chicano. Falls between a genuine crime thriller and a superhero picture, much in the way The Dark Knight. Drink.
Oh, fucking 4 more drinks for another fucking Batman reference.
aim to be a Batman tale set in the crime world. Drink. El Chicano is essentially a tale of legacy and fighting for justice, set in a world filled with drugs, gangsters, and poverty. I don't entirely know if the film itself had to be almost 2.5 hours in length, but El Chicano works as an engrossing crime and gangster picture set
Drink
in
every time he
Diego
fucking says the title.
Chicano.
Let's see how many times Chicano comes up.
Well, you're already on 5. so let's-
17 cases come up of the word El Chicano.
Now, that's my type of drinking game.
and it's in quotes, by the way. Every single time it is in quotes.
Oh my God, look at this. I'm sorry, 16, 15 if you don't count the 2 in the recent and popular tags on the blog. So
And
it's still
Doku.
15 fucking
Ev-
cases.
And every time you say it, you've got to go, no, you got to go, El Chicano.
I just had an epiphany while I was making my cup of tea.
What, this is shit?
No, memes. It's about memes. He's not a dragon.
He's a drag queen.
No. He's not a dragon. He's off Tremors. He's an ass blaster.
Well, god damn. Alright, well, we're almost done.
Are you sure
so-
he's not a grabber?
No, he's an ass blaster. He might be an ass grabber. I don't know.
Well, here we go. Let's finish this up real quick. I especially enjoyed George Lopez as Captain Gomez, the film's answer to Commissioner Gordon. Drink for Batman reference.
Oh my fucking God.
The pacing of El Chicano. Drink is measured in that it builds on the world that created and explores how much the city needs him. At 2.5 hours, though, I wish we'd seen so much more about and learned a lot more about his legacy. How many more have there been? How does he lurk about without being detected?
Oh my
It's
How
so-
does he
it-
have
God.
any... Oh, no. We're almost done. Does he have any other weaponry? For a film that unfolds a quite engrossing crime mystery, I think director Hernandez Rey could have given us so much more... Hernandez! Could have given us so much more time with Diego donning the mask of El Chicano.
Oh no,
And
it is horrendous.
Hernandez!
Horrendous.
And becoming the avenger of his neighborhood. El Chicano ends no.
I think
Not
it was
that
actually
implies.
I think originally it was actually supposed to be titled El Chica.
Hey, Batman, it's the virtue signal.
Well, this is the only thing we need to know about El Chicano, is that it ends no and not. That implies there is a sequel or series in the works. But I just do not think that there is enough of the hero doing what he does so well. Especially for something that prides itself in being a Latino superhero film. That said, El Chicano is a strong superhero film that I had a very time with. Though, long in the tooth, Ben Hernandez Rey dares work outside the more fantastic elements currently embrace and works more at a ground
You know,
level due
You're
to
reading
crime.
You're reading this review, and all I can see is the thumbnail from the Butterlands.
All I'm thinking about right now is Pepe Le Pew reading this, and my scrotum feels like it's being peeled by the words coming out of his mouth.
Nolan's Batman trilogy. I hope we get more of this character soon because I definitely want to see.
Oh my fucking god!
I can imagine what the audience reaction to this film was.
It's cancer, and you know what? It deserves to be read as said cancer.
Oh my fucking god! Could someone kill me?
Okay.
El Chicano.
Okay.
It's trash, and it deserves to be read as such. You're welcome.
Vikram.
Can you do that same accent, but can you make it a bit camper and put a lisp in it?
What boggles me is that this was released in 2019. I mean, this film sounds like something from the 1980s.
Yeah, I think it was one of those straight to T-coaster DVDs.
It was released in the current year, good sir.
No, it was so bad it was released to VHS.
2019.
Oh my fucking
It
god!
was released to Braille if we're lucky.
Actually, if we're lucky, it was released on Betamax.
Farty, you're an asshole. You are an asshole.
What?
No, he's not.
He wants to look at the thing from Vikram Murthy.
Yeah.
Oh my god! All right, Farty, go for it.
Vikram Murthy from was it AVI or AV
From the
film?
AD Club, yeah.
Yeah. Cultural backdrop aside, El Chicano isn't much more than a shoddy imitation. Batman. There's 2 drinks right off the bat.
I am El Batmano. We all know how to speak Spanish. You say El and then every word with O.
So let's
Uno cerveza, por favor.
before we get into things, I'm issuing a 3-drink order because he uses the word Latinx.
What?
Hang on, wait. What was that?
I'm issuing a 3-drink order because the dude uses the word Latinx.
Well, that's because he's a superhero, so he's one of the Latin X-Men.
No, because he's using it in the... This is definitely coming from a woke standpoint, because Latinx is a replacement for Latino, because Latino doesn't include women, and Latina doesn't include men. Fuck you.
That's because
it's a very,
Spanish
very woke.
is a gendered language, you idiots.
don't worry. I'll fix that little problem when I get to it.
Try using the word Latinx when Maddie's around. That's all I've got to say.
No. Don't worry.
Try
I got it.
and kill you.
I've got an all-purpose Australian fix for that kind of fucktardery. Okay.
All right, let's hear it, Farty.
All right. 2 cliches make us laugh. 100 cliches move us. For we sense dimly that the cliches are taking us among themselves, or talking among themselves, and celebrating our reunion. Umberto Eco wrote about Casablanca, positing that that a synthesis of a myriad of archetypes, combined with the audience's ingrained understanding of them, elevated the film to sublimity.
Okay, hang on. I'm issuing another 3-drink order for Vogon Poetry.
Indeed.
Holy shit! I just got back. How many drinks do I have to take?
6.
14.
15. It's tempting to lend.
14.
It's tempting to lend the same credence to El Chicano, a new sort of superhero film, notably sports an all fucking Mexican cast. See, I told you I had an all-purpose fix to that. The film stars Raúl Castillo as Diego, a police detective who becomes...
Hang on. Rap Vault says, fuck Hollywood. They didn't want to support this movie because the entire cast was Latino.
I still didn't get the end of that.
Sounds right.
Rap Vault says, fuck Hollywood. They didn't want to support this movie because the entire cast was Latino. No,
Yeah,
the entire cast
clearly
was
this
Latino.
is racism. This is racism. Yep.
Yeah, you got it wrong, Rap Vault. The entire cast was Latinx. That's people who were no longer Latinos.
No.
They've had the Latin card revoked.
No. They're not Latinx. They're fucking Mexicans.
Well, no, this shit is ridiculous. It's like, you want to tell me that if you're making a film about Robin Hood, right? English,
You mean Robin
European,
Hood?
Robin Hood, right?
Robin Hood. Robin Hood.
How dare you make a all-white cast? Wait a minute. This is a European fucking story.
No, it's
Yeah, they should have had slaves.
It's an all-white cast.
Anyway, fucking a police detective who becomes a vigilante, El Chicano, aka the Ghetto Green Reaper. That's in there.
But no, you understand what I'm saying. You want to give a diversity quota into
they're already replacing white characters in actual historical films with black people, like historical films.
That's all right. Fucking Tom Cruise played a chink in the fucking Last Samurai.
No, he didn't. He played an American who adopted samurai culture and was accepted by them. That's different.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking of fucking John Wayne.
Yeah, precise. Besides, Tom Cruise is about just the right height to play a medieval Japanese person.
Yeah, it's fucking short.
Yeah.
Actually, ironically enough, The Last Samurai is actually based on a somewhat true story.
Yep. Somewhat.
Anyway.
But so was Genghis Khan, but he didn't have that heavy American accent.
Well,
Unlike
you would have
El
to have
Chicano.
you would have to have a lot of Pornhub actors if you were doing a Genghis Khan movie. I'm just throwing that out.
Oh, but
They'd have
making
to
the
show
movie
their
based
face,
upon El Chicano.
El Chupacabra.
Yeah, Mexican Batman. No, dude, no.
No. Didn't you just hear what I just said? He's the Ghetto Green Reaper.
You know who El Chicano's enemy is, don't you? He's the Ice Man.
Jesus Christ.
La migra.
Anyway,
Yeah, let's put a bow on this party. Let's do this.
the
Oh,
AKA.
wait, La Migra was too far? Really? Fuck you. God damn it.
No,
AKA the
By the way, drink for absolute cringe.
Yeah, AKA the cunt who beat the fucking Dodgers single-handedly. The Ghetto Grim Reaper.
Actually, party, I did hear that the Dodgers played a charity event and got beaten by the First World War veterans.
I thought they were beaten by the female soccer team that got beaten by a bunch of 12-year-olds.
Actually,
were they trans?
Today,
Actually,
so
I heard
go fuck yourself.
I heard they got beaten by the Malibu Under Fives Little League team.
Is the goal to actually reel this whole page here? This is huge.
Well, I was going to chicken out halfway fucking through it, but this has taken way longer than I was expecting.
Yep.
You want to tag me in?
Well,
Yeah, go, Bob, go.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hold on a sec.
Shut up, Batman.
No.
AKA the Ghetto Grim Reaper that stalked the East Los Angeles barrio of his youth, in order to exact vengeance against a drug cartel linked to his brother's death. It's rife with cliches from so many different genres: cop movies, comic book origin stories, revenge thrillers, that you wonder if it might achieve that transcendence Eco was talking about. Yet the story never even grazes the sublime. It's dull and banal, coasting on familiarity from beginning to end. Here, the cliches don't celebrate a reunion. They're at war. While Mexican-American Batman sounds like a potential... Oh, okay, we'll end.
Hang on. Just real quick. Okay, cliches. Drink every time they said cliches, which is now, what, we're like 5 now?
Yeah, I think you should let Eldridge God finish reading because he's got 5.
There are 5 total, and they're all in this opening paragraph.
Okay.
Shall I
Batman's
continue?
cliches. Yeah, Batman's cliches.
Let Eldridge continue, because we're all going to be dead by the end of this anyways.
Eldritch.
Gotcha. While Mexican-American Batman sounds like a potentially fun idea on paper, it required a much tighter execution to be anything more than derivative. Director Ben Hernandez-Bray made his bones in stunt work, which usually indicates an intuitive ability to properly choreograph and film one-on-one fight scenes. In El Chicano, however, they're muddled and haphazard, shot in a frenzied green Grassian style to mask obvious imperfections and artificiality between the realism. Worse, they're too few and far between, bookended by endless scenes of exposition that over-explain a plot the film can't or won't illustrate visually.
Right, can you hold on a minute, Eldridge?
Sure.
Maybe we should get somebody else to read it because Eldridge is starting to make me want to see this film.
How many drinks is that? I think that's at least 3.
Yes. The answer is yes. How many drinks? Yes.
Just don't put your bottle down.
I think it's really interesting though. The Mexican Batman is good on paper. Since when? Like, I mean,
They did it already in the Tick. They did it already
You know
in
what?
the
That
Tick.
reminds me of a Family Guy joke about the Mexican Super Friends.
Yeah. Well,
Seeing Mexican Superman, I bought the keys.
Chicano.
People.
Shall I continue, or will we wrap it up here?
Oh yeah, keep
No,
going.
you
Keep
can
going.
go ahead and
Oh,
continue.
okay,
I'm curious though. I want to know,
Fire.
like, who exactly thinks it's good on paper for a Mexican Batman? No.
You know what?
it's
I would.
not
I
good on
would.
paper.
If I say something here, I'd pay money to see that. Just if it was written by 4chan, I'd pay money.
We've actually seen a Mexican Batman. It's called Zorro.
He's
You
not
know, I
wrong.
want to see. I would pay money to see Mexican Batman done by Patreon or no, done by 4chan.
I just opened a new beer, so I want Eldritch to continue because
right.
I'm gonna have to chug this damn thing.
Juan Miguel Aparel's muddy cinematography doesn't help matters at all. Most of El Chicano is set at night, which is a problem because these scenes are either frustratingly dim or imperceptibly dark.
Pause.
The forced,
1 second.
hard-boiled dialogue,
Hold on,
courtesy
1
of Bray
second.
and close...
Hang on,
Sorry?
hang on.
Hold on 1 second. That sounds like a common complaint from the last Game of Thrones episode.
Yeah, that's where I was going. Yeah.
Oh my God!
Like,
Did
holy
these...
shit! Are they watching
That's what they did. The
Game
Game of Thrones, like they outsourced to like some Mexicans to take care of
They
the
got
editing.
Bray.
we want to
They
get-
got Bray to do it.
We want to get a hold of the last Game of Thrones and dub it into Mexican Spanish.
Holy shit, El Chicano is Dothraki.
I gotta do that. I
Deep
gotta go
fucking
over the
lore.
film, and
The
I gotta
lighting's-
just turn off the sound and just start adding in stuff in really bad, fake Spanish.
Yeah, the lighting department.
All right, continue, El.
The lighting department was fucking. It's like, fucking Hernandez. Oh yeah, I got my little cousin there to go shine a couple of torches over there. He'd be good, okay?
All right, continuing on.
Well, Eldritch, I pressed 1 for English. Keep that in mind.
That's one for English. Sounds even more hackneyed when delivered by El Chicano's overacting ensemble cast. The film's elder statesman, George Lopez, Marco Rodriguez, Marlon Forte walk away clean. The slapdash editing renders a mythology-dense film all the more incoherent. Many scenes only tenuously connect with each other, evidence that El Chicano was cut down from a much longer runtime after its festival premiere. The most grievous sin might be that the title character doesn't make his real entrance until about an hour in. Before then, he's conveniently forgotten for prolonged stretches of time.
No, real quick. They were watching Game of Thrones. God damn it.
This is Game of Thrones.
This isn't
shot
just
for
a
shot.
rip-off of Batman, it's a rip-off of Game of Thrones at the same time.
It's a rip-off of everything.
Wait, no, this was in production.
rip-offception.
Guys, this was in production before the Game of Thrones episode.
Doesn't
So
matter how long
Oh my
ago
god,
was
Game of Thrones ripped off El Chicano.
yeah.
How long ago was Game of Thrones episode written?
Oh, they supposedly it took them 3 or 4 months to film that one episode.
It took them like 56 days, something like that.
Yeah,
you would have thought they'd spring for. You would have thought they'd spring for more fucking lights, though.
I know, right? What the fuck?
Shall I power through?
Yes, keep going.
Yeah,
Keep
go
going.
Power
ahead.
through.
I'm sorry.
Bray, who himself grew up in northwest Los Angeles, was initially inspired to write El Chicano following the death of his brother. He later finished it after his daughter died at birth. The personal stakes come through in minor but effective ways. Tender childhood flashbacks that function as a eulogy, regional pride sensitivity to all walks of life, and a working knowledge of Mexican-American history. It's easy to see why Bray would be inspired to turn his personal pain into a populist work, especially one that exercises many of his pet interests. El Chicano features compelling ideas about the intersection between Mexican nationalism and Los Angeles culture, though they are largely underdeveloped. Anything before the final paragraph?
Dude, you can
that's
tap
at
out
least one
anytime you
drink.
like. You can
Alright.
tap out
Well,
anytime you like.
Yeah, real quick. West Side.
Eldritch,
When you're a Jed, you're dead at something, snapping your fingers.
Eldritch, can you
A
put
little flashback to like West Side Story there.
Can you,
Who
can you
would
put-
run through the sheets shouting Maria in a Spanish part of town? Every window would light up.
Yep.
Sorry.
Gonna have a rumble.
You can tap out anytime you want, Bob.
All right.
Eldritch,
Shall I bring it home?
Bring it home.
read it with a list.
With a lift? Okay, here. Yet the
shit.
movie still feels anonymous. A hodgepodge of influences in half commits to being a detective film that examines lingering childhood trauma before half committing to the superhero mechanics that dominate the third act. By the end, there's no sense of who El Chicano even is beyond his mask and the cool knife he wields. Then again, El Chicano goes through the motions with all the characterizations of Diego, of the cartel he investigates, of the world where he resides. Maybe the lone impressive element is its choice to leave all the Spanish dialogue untranslated, a signal of authenticity to those in outside the Latinx community. Such bona fides obviously extend to the cast and setting, despite the fact that the film was mostly shot in Calgary. Yet, no such confidence informs the rest of El Chicano. Every community deserves its own Batman, but that doesn't mean they should settle for this.
Okay, right.
I give it only a half a snap.
No, hang on. Hey. No, the criteria. Mexican American, cliche, Batman, and every time it said El Chicano.
Oh,
No,
fuck.
but seriously.
I believe the amount of drinks at this point is coma. Perhaps stomach pump.
Wait a minute,
I
they're
was-
making
I
a
was gonna
Mexican
suggest-
Batman, but they're filming it in Calgary, Canada? Are
The
you
part that
fucking
kills
kidding
me
me?
here is that every community deserves its own Batman. What the fuck?
I was going to suggest every time the
I want to be the Polish Batman, man. I want to be
Yeah,
Polish.
dude.
I attack people with pierogies, you know, and
What about the French Batman? Yeah,
Wait.
He just
I am
gives
a
up
Batman.
immediately.
I fight you with my rapier.
yeah.
The California
He leaks out the
Batman,
alley-
man.
Oh
leaked
my
out of the alleys.
god.
He leaks out
If
the
you
alleys.
cross my mango blind, I will surrender.
Yep,
Oh my
he leaks
God.
out the alleys and the villains and waves his white cape at them.
That'd be great, the French Batman. I give up.
Okay, Frank, what's the tally?
Oh fuck. 9.
No, bullshit's more than that.
I'm trying to save everyone's lives here.
He's drank too much that math is no longer part of his skill set.
All right.
No, he
all
turned
right.
German. 9.
Here-
9.
No,
All right, here's
no,
the number
no.
of drinks. You ready for the number of drinks? Orca.
Yep.
Orca.
Damn it.
You have to drink so much you turn into a killer whale. Orca. That's how many drinks.
No, you have to drink enough to kill an orca.
You have to drink enough that you want to sleep with an orca.
Wait. Everyone. I have to ask Eldridge something.
Okay, ask away. Ask away. I'm very serious now. This is my serious.
Are we all now Troy McClure?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Troy McClure.
I think we all are.
Well, no, Eldridge. How did you find my ex-wife?
No, guys, I think we have to drink enough to the right volume to float a killer whale.
No, man.
Indeed.
All right, so
These are-
how
these
bad
are
do you want to
horrible.
die?
Yeah, that's the question.
Oh fuck! At this
Well,
point,
considering this movie's based off of Death Wish, I can see why.
at this
It's
point,
based off of
there's-
everything. I bet there's even patent bliss in there.
Hey, can we be honest though? Mexican Batman did not have Brie Larson, so that's good.
Okay, yeah. There's no Brie Larson, so they get a 10th of a point right there.
No, I think that deserves a full point.
A full point.
Yeah.
No Brie Larson.
Oh, I'm gonna give all of you a reason to want to die.
We'll go.
Very, very seriously. This comes from Geek Girl Authority.
Hang on, let me bring this
shit.
up. Shit.
Shit, this one.
What are you looking
And
at?
I'm only reading the last little bit.
I don't see where it is. Where is it?
This is this is a lovely little recap of the most recent episode of Game of Thrones.
Oh, we're doing that.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
Come on, let's move on to this one, yeah. By the way, Game of Thrones episode 3 pissed me off so much I literally rewrote the entire season.
Well,
I gotta hear that, Eldridge.
No, I posted it. I already posted my script.
What page is that on?
Oh, I can put it in. I can put it in there.
Oh yeah, you know how Mad there was saying that maybe the Night King had passed himself on.
Yeah,
I got to thinking when he grabbed a hold of Arya,
this is
seriously,
Geek
Here, I put it in
Girl.
stream
Yeah, I
chat.
killed
got
her
it.
outright.
I got it.
He would have killed
You
her
got
outright.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, do you
So
need a
just-
PDF version? Sometimes the text doesn't come through.
I think the Night King passed his power or whatever onto Arya. It just
See,
hasn't manifested yet.
Viralis TV in the chat. How's it going?
yeah, well,
So just
That's a
scroll
PDF version
right.
in case the text gets screwed up.
So yeah,
Yeah,
Shandor, just scroll right down to the Night King advances on Brock.
Hold on. What the fuck is with this sentence structure? I'm gonna read this whole thing. Fuck it. I'm taking over, Doku. I'm
Hey,
hijacking.
go for it.
The moment
long
of
as-
truth has arrived on Game of Thrones. Who will live to fight another day? So many spoilers, including a roll call of who
Who?
lives and dies below.
Which review is this?
Geek Girl Authority, Game of Thrones, Season 8, Episode 3.
Yeah, no. What's the name of the reviewer?
Slutty
Leona
McSlutbag.
Leona Laurie.
Leona Lord. Okay, I'll look that up.
The army of
It's bad.
The army of the dead is outside, and the forces massed at Winterfell moved into battle positions. On the front line, the Dothraki horde, led by Jorah and Ghost. Behind them, the Unsullied, led by Grey Worm, and punctuated with trebuchets. On one flank, infantry troops, composed of the rest of those available to fight, led by Brienne. Fighting at her sides are Pod and Jaime. Elsewhere, more infantry, along with Tormund, Beric Dondarrion, Gendry, and the Hound. Also on the ground, the men of the Night's Watch, led by Ed and joined by Sam the Slayer, who is not in the crypt sitting out the fight.
What?
On the castle walls are archers including Davos, Arya, and initially Sansa. Protecting the castle from inside the courtyard are another company of troops, led by Lyanna Mormont.
Sentence structure.
I know, it's terrible.
Wait,
Watching-
led by Lyanna Mormont? You know, the same
I can
Lyanna
literally,
that
I
got
can literally
squished
hear
by
her
a giant.
getting wet just writing this.
What's that?
She obviously is so fangirling. She's getting wet just writing this weird
God, yeah.
punctuated section. It's just
I can smell her moist crotch from here.
I can hear it squeak.
Yeah, drink for that.
Watching.
Thank fuck
all
I'm
right,
in Australia.
I'm gonna keep going here, guys. Get ready. Just strap yourselves in. All
I
right.
can actually hear the
gets
spiders trying
worse.
to get out of her crotch as she
can-
get right in this.
You guys can hear the
It
dripping,
gets-
right?
It
I can
gets
hear
a
it
lot
queef.
worse.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to clean up. So hurry up.
Watching for the Night King from a peak nearby are Daenerys, Jon, and their dragons. Relegated to the crypt are Tyrion, Varys, and Missandei, Gilly, and anyone excused from the fight for any reason. And waiting as bait under the weirwood, Bran, protected by Theon, and the Iron
Spoilers much?
Islanders. I know, right?
I mean, like, this is literally just like spoilers 100%. It's a
Yeah.
recap, but Jesus.
Yeah. As the episode
know.
unfolds in an oppressive dark with a perfect heartbeat percussive score that leads the viewer into mounting tension, and everyone settles into place.
No,
A
it didn't.
rider
I
appears.
watched.
No, it didn't lead me into mounting.
Quit
fucking
interrupting,
tension.
Dodge. Come on, man. Let me get through this. This is
No,
hard,
no, I
dude. This is
can't.
hard
I-
enough,
I-
dude.
I'm a dodge here.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it
want me
kept
to
me,
spice it up?
it kept me making me look. Made me. I kept looking at my watch. That's how tense I was. Something gonna happen. So
is-
something's happening.
This is a hard enough review to read through, guys. Just let me get through this, all right? Melisandre approaches Jorah at the head of the Dothraki and asks him to
Oh,
instruct
don't
them
even.
to raise their
No,
swords.
no.
Shut up, Dodge. Just shut up, dude. He does, and she
punching my own
grasps the
nipples
sword
as
of the
we speak.
man nearest her. While staring at the curved blade, she incants in High Valerian until flames spring to life. The
Yeah,
blades
I-
of every
hang
Dothraki.
me
This reads like a porn.
I've got a point there which I
Serious.
should have made during the episode.
Perfect heartbeat percussion. The curved blade springs to life, bursts into flames. My God, she's thinking about nothing but penis.
No, she is.
Yeah.
All right, guys, come on.
No, I actually have a
Grasp
point.
the sword
I
of the
actually have a
man
point.
nearest her.
I actually have a point to raise, which I should have raised during the episode. The Dothraki are intensely superstitious, right? They think you're a witch, they'll kill you instantly. As soon as she did that, the Dothraki should have descended on her and chopped her into little pieces.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't all drop their swords immediately and ran
It's
away.
just bad writing. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Terrible writing.
The blades in every Dothraki's hand burst into flame, and Melisandre proceeds toward the castle gate. As she comes near, Davos sees her. She shouts below the open gate and runs to meet her, ready to execute her for the death of Shireen Baratheon. When he
Oh,
finds
God.
her on the
Finds
stairs, she tells him there's no need because she'll be dead by morning, so he lets her pass to join the ranks for the fight.
No,
I would-
Frank.
you know what
insert-
would have been cool? Would have been really, really cool if she said, "I'll be dead by morning," and he said, "You're right," and then just stabbed her right then and there.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, no.
like that, because that would have subverted expectations.
well, no, and like, Frank, dude, insert freaking "that's hot" meme here. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, no, this is definitely a fangirl review. This is why it's so fucking hard to get through.
I just wish she'd gotten a couple of syllables wrong instead of the Dothraki sword
Alright.
burst being the Dothraki did.
All right, I'm going to read this next passage a little bit differently, all right? As she comes near, Davos sees her. He shouts below to the open gate and runs to meet her, ready to execute her for the death of Shireen Baratheon. When he finds her on the stairs, she tells him there's no need because she'll be dead by morning, so he lets her pass and join the ranks for the fight. Come on, tell me that doesn't read like a fucking one of those lonely wife novels.
It's fucking fan fiction. We all know it's fucking fan fiction. It reads like fan fiction, and that's what it is.
And then he pulls out his big throbbing cock and then slams it into her vagina and makes her queef really fast.
The Dothraki plunge into the dark with their flaming penises raised.
I'm gonna be the prick and say it's Baratheon, Frank. Get it right.
I don't fucking care. I don't watch the show. I don't give a shit about it. I don't care. I don't give a shit.
Baratheon.
I don't care. I don't give a shit. I don't watch the show.
No,
so if I mispronounce something, I'm not going to care.
You're all wrong.
Okay.
It was pronounced Sharon Bathroom Skills.
Winter is coming, Frank. Just wait.
Winter is coming again.
Just like I'm sure there's an eventual Dodgers win.
And Batman.
Snap.
Nah,
Too soon.
Batman, you're wrong. It's latrine bathroom scales. Get it right.
Zero's in the chat. He's like, "Oh, you've got Batman on here." Well, your live stream just went to shit.
Well, if you continue to read, you must replace sword with penis every time.
Yeah.
No, I think we're gonna stop here because this thing goes on forever. We'll be here for like 2 hours just reading this shit.
I'm thinking about changing Batman's name in my Discord to Mexican Batman. Are you okay with that, Batman?
It has to be Batman well. It has to be Batman well.
She even finishes it with the end.
I know.
Oh my god.
Fucking 12 drinks. 12 drinks, period.
Yep.
12 drinks?
No,
Holy shit.
you know what?
Yeah.
No, you know what? I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna finish this.
Hold on, I need to make a joke at her expense. She'd change your name to Lonely Lori. How's that family of cats treating you lonely?
Well, no, and here's the thing, Doku. They showed Ghost for what? All of 10 seconds? And
Ghost didn't happen.
Is that the white dog?
Yeah,
it's not a dog, you Frank.
It's like fucking ever. They kill him right away.
Lost the right to be called a wolf. Okay.
They kill it right away. That's the point I wanted to make. They kill that bitch right away.
No, there was a dog whimper at one point, so they clearly meant that Ghost. Because you never kill the dog. Never kill the dog. They did that in Turner and Hooch. Movie tanked. Never kill the dog.
I wish they would have followed that rule in the Evil Dead remake.
Is that like Brie Larson survived Infinity War?
So, Bob.
Oh my god, do we have to bring up Brie Larson again? Captain
She's the dog.
Like,
seriously. Hang on, though, Bob. Bob, explain Terminator 2, because they did kill Wolfie.
Oh, yeah. No, they killed him off scene. You didn't see him die.
Yeah. And he wasn't
it is in a deleted scene.
Actually, no, the dog isn't killed, because if you listen, he's still barking in the background.
Yeah.
In a deleted scene it is.
Yeah, but when it comes to Game of Thrones...
That's why it was deleted, because they saw Turner and Hooch and said, fuck.
Okay, but seriously, when it comes to Game of Thrones, Ghost is still alive, guys. He was in the preview for the next episode.
Why?
So was the dragon.
This scene has no logic to it. Oh, look, somebody's covered by 7 zombies. Oh, he's fine. Oh, somebody else is covered by 7 zombies. Oh, they're fine. This person is being hugged by 40 zombies, pinned up against the wall, disappearing, and the zombie's going in for the kill shot, biting his face off, and he's fine.
They're fine. Yeah, you saw
this guy here gets stabbed through plate mail with a dull, rusty dagger and dies. How do you get stabbed through fucking plate mail? It's a sheet of solid fucking metal on your goddamn chest. Rusty dagger do not. It's a rock paper scissors thing. Rusty dagger does not build chest plate.
And having
Okay, guys.
Pause.
Guys.
All of you fucking pause. I'm not gonna finish the entirety of the article. we're gonna go through the very last bit of it.
What, can I address one thing Eldridge was on about here? Eldridge, the other thing is, yeah, getting stabbed by any kind of blade while you're wearing plate mail, it won't even dent the plate. And that's medieval fucking plate mail.
Yeah, and they've already set that up. They've already set that up in the fucking series as well.
No, but here's the thing, though. Also, like, okay, Jon Snow landed there on the wall with the dragon, right?
Actually, I'll be right back. I gotta do something real quick. All right, 2 minutes.
They need to light the trench, right, Doku? So what? You have to protect Melisandre and get her up there to light the trench? What happened to Jon Snow on the fucking wall with the goddamn dragon that breathes fire? What happened to the fucking plan, people?
You're asking them to actually, think that.
Yeah, and they've got why the fuck did they send cavalry, light cavalry, very very ridiculously light cavalry against a horde that can't feel pain?
Not even light cavalry. They're shock cavalry at that. So
no, they should have been going up the flank. It made no sense. You have the trebuchets in front of the infantry. Are you fucking retarded?
They didn't put
what is wrong with you?
They didn't put the mangonels on the wall.
They are quite literally retarded.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the only explanation. I mean, seriously.
You've got a keep, right? This huge fucking keep designed to keep the enemy out if they breach the walls. It's got enough space, more than enough space for the non-combatants to be put in safely and defended. So what do we do? Oh, we've got an army of undead attacking. Being led by beings that can raise the dead. I know. We'll put the non-combatants in the creep with all the dead people. They'll be safe there.
Well, and again, they have said in the fucking story, both the show and the books, 500 people could defend Winterfell against an army of 100,000. Which, ironically enough, the army of the dead happens to number roughly 100,000. But you put them out front of the fucking walls like idiots.
Yep.
I
think Jon Snow and the other guys got shushed out by the women who decided what to do.
That has to be the explanation. I mean, seriously. I mean, you do not put infantry behind your trebuchets.
They pulled a Last Jedi on the men.
Well, real quick, let's finish this. And again, I'm not going through the entirety of the article. I'm reading the very last because that's the only.
All right,
thing
you gotta read it. You gotta read it in that sensual, sultry voice, Doku.
Oh, all right.
With the lisp.
The Night King. The Night. Yeah. The Night King advances towards Bran.
Actually, Doku
reaches. No. Let me get. Oh, all right, fine.
Can you channel Cindy Brady when you're reading it?
God damn, I fucking hate you.
Marsha.
No, that was
Marsha. Okay, let's get through this fucking absolute garbage because what I really want to read is this fucking person's Twitter. But let's get through this. The Night King advances towards Bran, reaches for his sword and prepares to draw it, when, out of nowhere, a shout. Arya flies into frame. Valerian
she
dagger.
fucking flew into frame. Damn right she did.
God,
out of fucking nowhere. No,
I've
had it. I can't put up with it anymore.
I want to read it.
Let me fucking finish, god damn it.
Will you shut up? Will you just shut up for a second?
Let him finish.
Yeah, let me fucking finish this shit.
Thank you.
Arya flies into frame, Valerian's steel dagger raised, and the Night King snatches her out of the air by her throat. She drops her blade and catches it with her other hand, thrusting it up and into him. He shatters into a million pieces, and Arya falls to the ground and lands on her hands and knees. The White Walkers, then Viserion, then all of the Whites shatter. The living stagger forward in shock, surrounded by countless thousands of corpses, and knowing his queen is safe, Jorah falls to the ground and dies of his many wounds, while Danny clings to him and sobs. Drogon lands behind her. It kind of
That
is,
is
but
not what happened.
Right.
That is not what happened.
I'll just let me fucking finish, damn it.
Finish.
Drogon lands behind her, clinging her protectively with her wings and body. Melisandre walks through the silent courtyard and out of the castle gates, followed by Davos. As she goes, she begins shredding tears and her magic necklace.
No. Oh my God! Can somebody shoot me? No, that is not how that happened at all.
He watches.
Actually, wait, one
Hold
second. I
on.
gotta ask. Jorah's death. Is it just me, or does it look like Danny grabbed him, pulled him in front of the guy attacking her, and he got him stabbed in the heart? I mean, that's what it looked like.
Yeah,
It looked like
he
she
was...
swung him around to get him to take the blow for her. I'm like he didn't do it willingly. It looked like she dragged him in front of him, and he died. Is that just me, or like did he do that willingly, or did she literally throw him in front of something to kill him?
I tend to agree with your assessment. But let's finish this really quick.
Oh my God, it's
because
not
it's
over yet.
it's done. Because it's almost done. He watches as she ages before his eyes and lays down in the snow to die. That's in regards to Melisandre. But
you realize
what
the way that
I want
is read, he is the one laying down in the snow to die.
Yeah, it's terrible. But let's read this individual, Lyanna.
No, let's not. I don't want to.
Well, you're gonna have to listen to this, Mad Dodge.
No, the person is obviously fucking wrong.
Well,
they don't even recognize the episode as it played out.
Well, Mad Dodge. You're gonna have to hold that for a second, because we're going to read Lyanna Lori and what her about page of Twitter is. Lyanna Lori is a senior contributor for Geek Girl Authority, regular on GGA Twitch Talk show Anywho, and co-host of the Marvel Us podcast. She watches and recaps a lot of TV, sees every Marvel movie on opening night, and reads vicariously. She learns something new about herself every time she watches an episode of Wonder Woman, and looks forward to Outlander, Doctor Who, The Good Place, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, and Steven motherfucking Universe.
Well, no, and it looks like Frank has her Twitter. Wait, real quick, it looks like Frank has her Twitter open. Is that Crazy Eyes?
Yeah.
Mad, I think I've worked out how Arya got there. You know those mangonels that they never used?
Look at her eyes. Just look at this profile picture.
You know the mangonels that were never used?
Oh my God,
that's
she's
how
in
Arya
her 40s.
That's how Arya got to the Night King.
No.
She had herself fired. Hold on. Let me finish. I mean, when you see her coming, she's flying through the air, flailing her arms and legs. That's because she's being catapulted over the walls at him.
Nonsense.
It's the only way she could have got there.
No, the Night King left his trampoline there. They did.
By the way,
guys,
there's a trampoline in the.
By the way, Lyanna Lori also goes to Disneyland and live theater a lot, and she's also very fun.
Oh, yeah, she is, until she meets me, and then she jumps in the car with Ted Bundy to get away from me. She learns something new about herself every time she watches all of this. She should watch porn, and I bet you $10 her mind will be fucking blown when she realizes she can squirt.
Guys, look at this picture of her. She's in her 40s. It's on the stream right now. She's in her 40s. And all she does is tweet about Game of Thrones.
She's never had sex.
Obviously not. She probably has a small army of cats at her house.
What do you mean, small army?
She's got a large army of dildos.
And they're all named after her favorite Game of Thrones characters.
How many Daenerys's are there?
Harder and colder Jon Snow.
Yeah, well, you're on about her getting all hot and wet. I don't think she did, Can you imagine how many funnel web spiders live up her cunt?
Here's what I wanted to read earlier, guys. I'm gonna get on this one quick. This is from Think or ABCNews.com. Arya's Game of Thrones heroism punctuates the show's most ambitious episode yet. As the final episodes count down, fans have been anxiously awaiting the fates of their favorites and the long night's biggest twist delivered.
What biggest twist? They all lived. They all survived. It was garbage.
Arya is going to be the next Night King.
No, seriously, Doku. Where was the Game of Thrones fucking reveal? Where was the death? Where was the kill?
I called that it was going to be Arya 3 episodes ago.
The thing is, it should have been Arya killing the Night King, but it should have been done in a better way.
I'm not mad about Arya killing the Night King. I'm mad about the way they did the episode.
You know, that screenshot they have of Arya here is just like fucking, who's got the damn toilet paper? I just shit myself.
I wouldn't have minded Arya killing the Night King if there was still a Jon and Dany scene where they're actually fighting the Night King.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
This picture here, that is what happens when you ask Arya to make you a sandwich.
You're killing me, Batman.
Good.
All right,
Good.
so here's the thing, man. They went into this idea with Jon Snow trying to pursue the Night King, right? And they went into it like it's goddamn the opening scene to Skyrim, where the dragon's landing and just shooting shit.
Oh, hi there. You're awake.
Right? You know what I mean? Like, it was totally Skyrim. It wasn't fucking Game of Thrones at all.
Oops. I'm fucking the stream all up.
Yeah. Zero Kills annoyed with me because on Renovations, I was kicking his avatar all over the place and he got upset about it.
But you know what I'm talking about, right, Doku?
Yeah.
Like, that was totally fucking Skyrim, dude.
Well, yeah, and here's the thing. There's a few things they could have done that actually would have fixed the episode. The first is drag out the battle between, Undead Viserion and Dany and Jon on the backs of their dragons. Drag that out.
And put the
that would have been
trebuchets on the wall, you cunt.
There was no way to fix it.
No.
Yeah, if they
You had to rewrite the season. Trust me.
Actually, if
that's why I had to rewrite the season.
If they'd gotten advice from a bunch of medieval reenactors for the actual battle and the strategies, it would have been better.
Yeah,
and here's the thing. Yes, that is from a strategic standpoint. Yes, put the trebuchets and the catapults behind the fucking walls because you're idiots for having them out in the open.
Another thing they should have done is give the Unsullied...
Use the cavalry as cavalry?
You give the Unsullied tower shields. That way their pikes would have been a lot more effective. And they should have been in the front line.
But all of that ignored. There's 3 things they could have done that would have made the episode a lot better. And, actually perhaps make sense. The first is you have Jon and Dany who have fucking dragons. Mm-hmm. Okay, you wanna have Jon and Dany, sit back and wait for the Night King to fucking reveal himself? Well, have them sit back instead of Dany, act out based on emotion. If you're willing to put all of your fucking soldiers right in front of the castle walls and essentially sacrifice them, why are you gonna immediately go, oh my god, they're dying? Well, no shit, Sherlock, they're gonna die. They're going up against the army of the dead. Of course they're gonna fucking die.
And then they're gonna get out and fight against you.
No, well, there's a whole bunch of points where fucking they brought the dragons in for close air support. Okay, there was a beautiful scene when they're flying above the clouds. No, they should have been continuing on their close air support bullshit. Then one of them fucks off. One of them sitting on the wall. Somehow couldn't see the signal to light up the fucking trench. And he's sitting there just twiddling his thumbs, pulling his fucking dick, going, I don't know, maybe I should be doing something. I don't know. Like it was even brought up in the stream with Dodger's channel where fucking they were saying, well, but the dragon couldn't see it. No, he was sitting on the fucking wall. Why couldn't somebody else that's on the wall go, hang on, they're waving the torches. Why don't you go down and do something about that? Oh, by the way, why are you sitting up here having a flog while you fucking should be down there providing close air support?
Yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah, he should have just
fuck.
breathed. Yeah, he should have just breathed fire.
Okay,
Like,
I have
oh
a
no,
question, guys. I have a question.
10, well, real quick. 10, 20, 30, 50, even 100 people fucking die, but you light the fucking trench. Breathe
but
fucking
what if he
fire.
doesn't know? No, Doku, he doesn't know how to say Dracarys.
I have a question as well. Melisandre, right? Couldn't she have like somehow enhanced the dragons? I mean, they're both fire-based.
Make him drop napalm as well.
Why
as
did
breathe
she
it.
even show up? What was the point?
I've got a better
There
question.
wasn't a point.
I've got a better question for you guys. Why wasn't there a more realistic depiction of what a Dragon v Dragon air battle would have been? And why the fuck did the dead guys resurrect the one dragon, knowing that they were at a disadvantage, going up against two dragons? It doesn't make any sense. You don't go into a fucking into a plane to plane dogfight with one fucking plane versus two planes. You don't do that.
The way that one dragon was fighting off the two dragons really wasn't at a disadvantage.
Well,
I mean, when you
this
think
is
about it,
this is something
when-
me
when
and
you-
Mad Dodge have talked about.
Hold on a second. When you
Okay.
think about it, Daenerys and
Is she done?
what you call it, sitting on their dragons. Yeah, they can control the dragons well enough, right? But the Night King isn't just sitting on his dragon. He's one with his dragon, like he's one with all the beings that he's raised.
Then why wasn't he more badass than he fucking was? He got his ass kicked.
He didn't. He jumped off it deliberately. He
did not. No, he fell off that dragon. They even said so in after show.
Well,
Band-Aid.
no,
He
actually,
fell.
Mad Dodge, I'm gonna ignore, not ignore, but I'm gonna disagree with you here. He definitely knew what the fuck was gonna happen when he just decided, I'm going to, not ride Viserion because I'm above the Goswood. He even looked at it.
Yeah.
And when you see him falling off Undead Viserion, he looks up at them like, "Thanks, bitch."
There was a smirk on his face.
Yeah,
No,
he
the
gave them that
smirk-
look.
No. The smirk came later when she tried to burn him with dragon fire.
No, I'm not
And
talking.
then he
No, I'm
smiles
not.
at-
I'm not
Forest of
talking
trees,
about
man.
the smirk. I'm not talking about the smirk. I'm talking about when he falls off of Undead Viserion, he looks right up and just has that sort of smug, yeah, you did exactly what I thought the fuck you were going to do, and now I'm gonna fall to the ground because this is exactly what I expected you to do.
No. How is falling to the ground the right play then?
Because he was directly over the Godswood, as has been explained, and he was after Bran.
Yeah, that part is
He was
correct.
outside the castle.
He wanted to get as close to Bran as possible. So it's not necessarily that he got knocked off of Undead Viserion, it's more of he just dismounted. It doesn't mean it's good storytelling.
Oh, it's crap
It does.
storytelling.
Yeah, it's utter garbage. But that's exactly what the Night King wanted to do. He wanted to
Problem
get
is,
as
we
close
didn't
to
know what the
Bran.
stakes were. We didn't have any
He-
idea
well-
what the wind state was. There was no. Bran can travel through fucking time. How could the night?
Well,
no,
and this is why I
Eldridge,
still.
this is where I want to go on to a fucking rant. Bran is the fucking three-eyed raven. He can see anything he fucking wants, and what's he do during the battle? He wargs a goddamn crow. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well,
Are you
Mad
retarded?
Dodge. Mad Dodge, this is why I still stand by what I've said in the past. Bran does not see into the future. He can only see into the past.
Mm-hmm.
But his future self can travel back to affect the present, which he's done.
Yeah. The Night King.
So
the Night King
effectively
season
is be able to see the future.
Well, no, the Night King sees into the future. Bran sees into the past. So it would not be outside of the realm of possibility that the Night King knows what the fuck is gonna happen.
Yeah, so
But-
what? Then how did he not know he was gonna get killed by fucking Wolverine as she jumped out of left field?
Yeah, well, in that case, why didn't he stick a spear in her as she's sleeping? I think he transferred himself into her.
Yeah,
Because there might be something more that we're not knowing, and I really hope the show actually does go with that route of there is something more we haven't seen, and the Night King isn't actually dead. But unfortunately, I don't have that much. I don't have that much faith in Dan and Dave.
No, he's dead, dude. They're gonna go after Cersei. It's back to the Game of Thrones, man. It's back to the political intrigue. Which, hey, I like the political intrigue. I was good with that. But no, you built up the Night King. No, wait a minute. They built up the Night King as the big bad, and then they killed him in one goddamn episode. Are you kidding me right now? Like, what
It doesn't matter because
that
purpose
doesn't
never be
that doesn't
fulfilled
mean the
now.
Night King is actually gone. If Dan and Dave are smart, the Night King isn't actually
You are
dead.
giving them too much credit.
I know I am, but that's because I don't want it to be this much of a fucking utter shit show. And just
Do you need a
literally
happy
like
place? You should read my revision of the entire season. It'll give you a happy place.
oh, trust me, you can already ask Mad Dodge about how I feel about this episode.
Eldridge.
I want it to be I want something to happen that doesn't completely destroy this entire series.
Eldridge?
I really do, but I
Eldridge?
don't have that much faith in it.
Eldridge, does Sansa Stark get killed in your revision?
Sansa Stark?
Yeah.
I only revised season 8. I didn't think Sansa was in season. Sansa?
Yes, she is.
Oh no, I don't even mention her. Like she only winds up in episode 6.
Oh, did she get killed?
Well, I leave that part open. I'm just handling the main Night King plot line. Everything else is pretty meaningless as far as I'm concerned.
You should have had her killed horribly.
That's petty. I wanted to
don't
actually
care.
fix things, not like be petty.
It would have fixed
See, here's
things for me.
the main thing. Here's my problem. You don't understand what's going on, and you don't understand what the conflict is, and you need to establish that episode 1. So episode 1, I really didn't have too much of a problem with, but we need to establish what the stakes are. And the way I would have fixed it is I would have had Bran have a conversation with Samwell where he explains that he has the ability to see into the future. I don't care if he can or not, he's got it now. And the Night King has the same power of precognition. Then Samwell goes, well, if you can see into the future and he can see into the future and you can both manipulate events to create the future you want, who wins? And he goes, the only way you can control the future is to be completely detached from it. If you have any emotions, if you have any feelings, you can't control it. You'll see what you want to see, not the universe as it is. So the first one of us who loses control of their temper, loses their control of their emotions, fails to see the future anymore, and they're open to be killed. And so what you've got is two precogs going against each other, each one trying to get the other one to lose his cool, and the first one who loses his cool dies. And because it's two precogs, now I can do anything. I can have any amount of weird coincidence, and you'll just go, oh, Bran's a precog, or, oh, the Night King's a precog, and they're both having this massive time duel. Okay? And you could do weird, like sudden reversal after sudden reversal after sudden reversal, and you'll buy it. Why? Because there's two precogs trying to kill each other. And everybody is just a big pawn.
No,
That's my start.
I like that.
That works.
Yeah, no, I like that. the thing is, what really made me mad, was this idea where Bran is all knowing and all powerful, but he doesn't even warg a goddamn dragon. He does nothing but warg a fucking crow. Are you kidding me?
That made no sense. If I was Brandon, but like first thing I would do was warg into the undead dragon. I mean, why couldn't he? Or at least try. Jesus fucking Christ.
Right? And they had him just sitting there, doing nothing the whole episode. It was bullshit, dude.
I just wonder if Bran had been a female character, would he have done more?
Yeah, Brandon.
He would have been Arya, right? Isn't Arya the female Bran?
No, because Arya is not the three-eyed raven.
No, I can tell you exactly if they want to salvage what they've screwed up, this is the way they do it. The battle is already lost. The Night King has already won. And the reason the Night King won is because Bran has his mark. Bran is the Night King. He has his mark.
Bran is not the Night King. He might be marked by him, but he's not the Night King.
Well, no.
Finish.
Yeah, whether you defeat the Night King or not is not important, because the Night King now has his mark on Bran. Bran is the three-eyed raven. Bran can see into the past. The Night King can see into the future. No matter what the fuck happens, the Night King has won.
Here's a question.
The second the Night King
pieces and is dead,
the second the Night King won is the second he touched Bran. The second that Bran got his mark.
I don't buy that.
Sorry,
at
but
all.
they didn't make him that omniscient.
That's the only way that they're going to be able to salvage it, though. Otherwise, it's going to be bullshit.
They're not going to salvage it. They're not. It's not salvaged. It will not be.
Well,
salvaged.
I'm saying if they want to salvage it, that's the only way you're going to be able to do it.
It's too late. They've already made the episode. It's this ending is set in stone. There's no way it's changing at this point.
Well,
I know you wanted it to be, but this is going straight down the shitter. I'll tell you the ending right now. Dany and Jon will be married. Dany will be queen. Cersei may or may not be killed. They might actually spare her because she's got a vagina, but I'm not sure. But will happen is every single kingdom will be headed by a female by the end of this show.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay?
I'm not saying
Jon
that
will be
I
the
have
boy
any
toy.
faith.
And they would
I'm
dare to bring back the Night King because he might hurt the Whammons.
Well, Eldra, I'm not saying I have faith in Dan and Dave to actually do justice to the show and actually make it decent. But if you wanted to make it work based upon the narrative and what has already been established, the fact that the Night King has already put his mark on Bran, yeah, there will be a new Night King. And that will be Bran.
There won't be. Okay. Real quick, there won't be another Night King. It's not going to happen. What's going to happen is the seasons will go back in order, kind of like they are in the real world. And everything's going to be reset. What they should have did was have Bran die. Bran should have died. Because now, what do you have? You have a Mary Sue. You have Bran who can tell you exactly what Cersei's going to do when she's going to do it. You're automatically going to win. They had to kill Bran off, and they didn't do it.
Well, that's the thing. I'm not saying they're going to do it, but if they were smart and they wanted to actually, make it, make
here's
sense.
The thing, though. If they did,
that's what they should do.
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. You bring the Night King back at this point, I don't care. I'll be like, fuck you. Fuck you for killing him and fuck you for bringing him back. Just fuck you. It's an insult. It's a slap in the face. Subverting expectations. You come back from the dead and he's really... Fuck you and your weird, bizarre, Silver Age comics bullshit. Okay? It was bad back then. It's bad now.
They've also
that's what killed Gotham.
That's got rid of the most masculine nation on in their world. That was done quite good.
If Batman came running along with a giant comedy black bomb with a big fuse on it sparkling and was running around trying to find some place to hide it, but there were little children everywhere, so he didn't know where to throw it, and this was in the middle of Winterfell, it would make as much sense as that fucking episode.
Actually, I would throw it at the little children.
Well,
Yes, because that would be Game of Thrones.
This is my point. I'm not saying that they're going to do it, and I don't think they will.
I understand that, so you think it might fix it.
The basic feel I'm
not for
getting
me.
from everybody is
I couldn't forgive them if they did it.
the basic feel that I'm getting from everybody is that Game of Thrones has jumped the undead shark.
Oh yeah, it's completely fucking dead.
jumped the
Even
shark.
if they did what I want them to do to try to not make it complete and utter garbage, even that would still make the show barely tolerable.
Here's the question, Eldritch and Doku. Are you still invested in the books?
No.
I never touched the books.
I've been reading the
I've
books,
learned long ago
and
I don't read books and watch the TV series. I don't do both. Because when
At this point, I don't care anymore.
But no, I don't. Like I certainly wouldn't buy a book at this point. And like I've thought about reading it after the series was over, but not after this. Yeah, there's no way I'm reading the books after this shit.
I have read the books, and the books are amazing. They are much better than the show.
Don't care.
So I would say you probably should read the books, Eldritch.
Nope.
Check them out, dude. You can get them for cheap on Amazon.
Screw Martin. No. He allowed this to happen. Screw him. He doesn't get a thin dime.
I'm gonna cut you off right there real quick. George R. R. Martin, his biggest fucking his biggest fuck up is, and I forget who actually said it. It's like saying, I think this was Geeks and Gamers that actually said it. It's like saying Darth Vader kills the Emperor, but you didn't say that Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker's dad. So
I saw that today. Yeah, I saw that video today as well. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good way of summing it up.
Yeah, so they don't know how
PSA
to.
had a great example too. It was like you're watching Lord of the Rings, and right after like Sam and and Frodo head off, you don't see him for 2 movies, and then suddenly at the final climactic battle where they're fighting the bad guy, Sauron dies, and you just cut immediately to the ring melting in the
Yeah, so basically, Dan and Dave don't know how to connect the dots. Yes, there is quite literally the possibility that yes, there are things we're missing, and the way the story comes together.
Oh, there's lots of the story that's missing. When they did that review at the end where they were talking about the making of, and there was a plan. There was a plan? What the fuck were you talking about? I don't recall there being a plan. I saw the video, and I did not hear anything about a plan. Your plan was in your head. You didn't translate it to the actual episode 2.
It's just
it's
a case.
That's the problem. That's the problem with having George R. R. Martin not actually be actively involved in. You should do this, not this.
I noticed they've disabled the audience score for that episode.
Yeah, it's another case of the writers committing headcanon instead of writing what's in the fucking books.
Yeah.
Well, and more specifically, Dan and Dave didn't know what the fuck they're doing.
Which they should have.
No, how are they supposed to know what they're doing, though, to be honest, when there isn't a book to go off of?
Well,
there is a book. There's a big, huge book called TV Tropes, and if you really need to, you fall back on stuff you know the audience will love and makes logical sense. It might be cheap, it might be cheesy, but at least it needs to be internally consistent.
They should know the strengths and weaknesses of the characters involved. Therefore, they should be able to extrapolate on those characters' actions, decisions, and other shit. to actually make it fucking work. They didn't.
Well, and here's the other thing. When it comes to Dan and Dave, they're not exactly fucking creative.
Hey, is it me or is anybody else wishing back in time to after Jon Snow gets resurrected and just sneak up behind him, go for the watch, and stab him again?
Well, is it me, or if we devolved from the actual fucking drinking?
Why the fuck did he come back?
Is it me, or
so they could look at an undead dragon and scream in its face? I mean, as far as Jon's concerned, he defeated the Night King by yelling at his dragon.
Well, no. Here's the other thing. You've already had a lot of fucking backstory built up about the fucking White Walker. We've seen the Children of the Forest. We've seen that spiral pattern. We've seen plenty of shit that Dan and Dave just decided didn't matter. Arya's just gonna fucking stab the Night King, and that's that.
Well, no, and now we have to deal with Cersei. I don't give a fuck about Cersei. I really don't.
No one gives a damn about Cersei.
I don't give a fuck about the whole bloody show.
Yes, you do. You're deeply involved.
Well, again, we've already seen all of the lore. I mean, shit. I have the World of Ice and Fire book. I've read it. There's a lot of shit Dan and Dave could have done in regards to the Long Night and the lore surrounding the Night King, but they just chose not to because I don't know reasons. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, fuck it. That's why. And what are they gonna do? It's gonna be a battle with Cersei and the Golden Company. I mean, I
gotta go
don't
take
care.
care of Mark. I'll be back in 5.
There you go. Oh, there's ideas about that. Maybe that guy who ran the Golden Company might betray Cersei.
Euron?
Yeah. That's the only way that.
I mean, even then.
Hang on. There's a character named Euron.
Yep.
Yes.
Euron.
It's your turn. You're on.
Euron, I believe, is how it's spelled.
All I hear is someone wetting their pants.
Yeah, that's the thing. None of it makes fucking sense because apparently Dan and Dave just decided, we're gonna have Arya kill the Night King because I don't know reasons.
It's stupid. You know what the interesting thing about that is, Doku, is supposedly they knew this 3 years ago. They've been building up to it, supposedly.
Well, that's what they say, but you know what else they've been building up to? We've had the Valonqar, we've had Azor Ahai. How many fucking different prophecies and foreshadowing have we had? And no, Arya kills the Night King. Really?
I'm just watching the end scene again. And yes, Daenerys does shove Jory in the way.
The only way I'll actually give them a pass is if the Night King actually isn't dead.
But he is. He's gone, dude. Get over it. He's dead.
If he actually is dead, then yes. Congratulations, Dan and Dave. You've managed to destroy 8 fucking years.
Yeah, my favorite show.
The only reason they killed him off, and let's be real, is because we had some fucking lefties running the fucking show, and they didn't want someone who looked like Trump. Yeah.
Well, no, and that's the thing. This is my favorite show. And now they're going to fuck it up right at the last lap. You know what I mean? God damn it.
If I was gonna fix this episode, there's 3 things I would change. I didn't mind Arya running through a library and having that kind of horror.
I did. That was some bullshit, dude. It was like The Last of Us. It's like you're playing a video game.
No,
And
I
why did
didn't. I
Arya
didn't mind
go
that.
from badass to I'm hiding from 2 zombies? Did she just kill like 13 in a row? I mean, what's going on here?
No, I didn't. I didn't mind that element as long as they explained why Arya actually ends up in the Gods Wood. So, they skipped some stuff they should have really fucking addressed. But I didn't mind that element of the episode that much because it does give you a sense of, yeah, shit's fucking hit the fan, so to speak.
I call bullshit on it. I don't agree with that part of the episode, but hey, we're allowed to disagree.
Yeah, well, no, I like that part, but the one thing, okay, so the other two aspects of the episode that I really fucking found irritating. First off, you have 2 dragons, and you did basically nothing with them.
Yeah, right? I mean, not a goddamn thing other than what? Jon Snow attacked the Night King's dragon for a little bit. I thought his dragon was dead because it was so fucking dark, but I guess he was in the fucking preview, so he's still alive.
Arya stabs the Night King. The Night King explodes. All the White Waters explode. All the dead fall down. Right? Everybody breathes a sigh of relief. Then all the dead get back up again because they were fakes.
I wouldn't even mind that. And I'm not even gonna bring the Arya versus Night King dagger play thing into it. But there's something you could have done that would have made this episode a whole hell of a lot better from a cinematic perspective is drag out the fucking part where fucking Jon Snow is fighting an undead dragon in the courtyard.
Yep.
And can't do jack shit about it. No, have him run around, and do whatever the hell he possibly can do to not get fucking torched to death.
Wait,
and then stab that bitch in the fucking neck.
No, Doku. Does that mean you liked the Skyrim thing that was going on? Because that's what was going on, dude. If you ever played the opening scene of Skyrim, you know what I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, but the way they did it was fucking garbage. They have him actually fight undead Viserion, not like hide behind a frickin' stone wall. No, don't have him frickin' sit there and scream at him. No, have him actually fight the dragon.
With the writer's pen, they did to John what Ramsay Bolton did to Theon. They cut his balls off.
Yeah, and again, that's the thing, is like, he has a Valyrian steel sword. If that's capable of killing the Night King, it should be capable of killing undead Viserion. So why is he just sitting there screaming at him? No, rush the motherfucker.
Well, no,
have an actual fight.
Hey, look, he's smaller on the ground. He's faster, more maneuverable. He should have been able to get under that dragon.
No, here's the thing, though. I mean, you're talking about you're gonna face off a fucking dragon. Okay.
A dragon that blew up a castle wall with his breath and then couldn't scorch a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has cinematic combat breath.
Well, what is Jon Snow gonna do though? It's either you or the undead dragon. The Night King is already going towards Bran. Apparently, they've already told us that if the Night King kills Bran, then we're all fucked. So, wouldn't you think that Jon Snow might want to kill fucking undead Viserion and, go back to the problem at hand, the Night King.
Well, no, and that kind of goes back to the whole idea where when the Dothraki charge at the beginning of the episode, right? It was like Pickett's charge. You got like 3 or 4 people coming back. That's it. And then you look at what Jon Snow is dealing with, and it's kind of the same thing. I mean, how exactly are you going to charge into that battle? That's a dragon. You're just a dude. You know what I mean?
Well, he already charged the damn dragon and decided to yell at it as opposed to try to stab it. You either kill it or you don't. It's a fucking dragon.
Yeah, you either live or you die. But I don't know, man. Like, I see what Jon Snow did was a little ridiculous. You know, yelling at the dragon. Like, what exactly is that going to do?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, you either kill it or you don't. So, what the fuck are you doing standing in the open, yelling at the damn thing? You either kill it or you don't.
Yeah, but it's kind of like the idea of the rebel yell, right? I mean, you march in and you'll die gallantly, but you'll die nonetheless.
But you're gonna yell at a fucking zombie dragon as opposed to trying to stab the fucking
You're
thing?
squatting in the kibble. This is like saying which pile of shit is better, this pile of shit or that pile of shit. It's all shit.
Yeah, you either stab the damn thing or you die.
If you want to fix it, you need to start at the beginning. Okay, this isn't just the problem with episode 3. It's the whole season is a problem. I mean,
the whole thing is fucking
I'll go over
garbage.
all of my changes that I think fixed it, but you're not going to fix this with the one dragon. There's so much.
I'm only saying there's. That's just one of the things I would change.
Oh, I throw. There shouldn't have been a combat. The Night King shouldn't even fought there. I mean, that's so stupid. There's a castle full of many, many men, and the one weapons that can kill me, the special steel and freaking, dragon glass. And it's all in this nice little compact place that I can just ignore. I'm just going to fly right past it, go down to the freaking Blackwater Bay, raise all those thousands of dead men lying at the bottom of that bay, and have them climb up all those nice chains and murder all those people on all those Iron Guard ships. And then I'm going to raise all those guys on the Iron Guard ships. The Iron Guard ships are going to sail right into shore, and then a horde of fucking zombies in a city without a single weapon that could probably kill my zombies is just going to roll over everybody.
Well, that's the whole thing.
King's
I
Landing
actually said
should be a smoldering ruin by end of episode 3.
That's the whole thing I actually said, is the Night King shouldn't even have been at Winterfell. He should have just let his fucking generals just swamp the damn thing, and he should have just gone straight to King's Landing and just torched the whole fucking thing. Because who the fuck's gonna stop him?
Well, no, and that was my argument as well, is the idea, if you're gonna, okay, first off, Jon Snow, you know nothing. You're a fucking idiot putting your trebuchets in front of your goddamn infantry. Fuck off.
He wanted to put, Daenerys told him no.
Yeah, well, don't listen to the pussy. But anyway, there's also the fact where Doku's right. Why did the Night King have to attack Winterfell at all? Why? They could have moved down south, circumvented Winterfell, and won the war.
Yeah, no, he should have gone straight to the fucking Godswood, torched it,
Dodge,
and then gone straight to fucking King's Landing, torched that, and then raised all of those fucking what did they say? 1 million? It raised those 1 million people, and then flank fucking Winterfell. What the fuck are they gonna do?
Dodge, this wasn't an episode of Civil War recreation.
Yeah, they'll all
Yeah,
fucking
well,
have to. They'll all have to fucking flee.
Yeah, do you want to replay a Fort Pillow? I'll fuck your ass up.
Needs more cowbell.
Definitely needs more cowbell. I agree. No. Okay, so we have what? 3 episodes left, guys? You're looking at Cersei Lannister. She's obviously gonna lose. The show really doesn't matter anymore, right? We already know the ending.
Yep.
Part of it is it's HBO
We're gonna
syndrome.
watch it.
Part of it is HBO syndrome. Jelly Duck's in the chat telling me I should paint my terror dog when it's done printing. Maybe. We'll see. I like this blue plastic that it's printing in. It's really nice. It's like a really deep blue, like a navy blue almost. But it's got, the show has HBO syndrome. That's all it is. It's HBO syndrome. HBO doesn't give a shit. It's the last season. They're gonna do whatever the fuck they want.
Oh, it's worse than that. It's turning into a CW show.
It's always been a CW show.
That's not true.
Yeah,
Take that
no,
back.
that's not true.
I am not taking it back.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Take it back, or we'll frown at you disapprovingly.
Okay.
We are waggling fingers in disapproving fashions.
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
I mean, I've never been attracted
We will
to
hack.
the show.
We will hack into all of your accounts and
If
change
you
your
want-
avatar and rename you Brie Larson.
Oh fuck. Does that mean
Captain Flatass.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, too far, dude. Too far.
I was lying.
Ooh.
There are some things you don't even joke about, okay?
Yeah, fair enough.
Come on now.
Thank you,
Wait,
Aldrich.
we can't rename Frank to Captain Flatass? I was already in, I was working on it.
Well, if you go and check your Discord there, Dodge, you'll see I've already changed my nickname.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I better check that out. Oh, go fuck yourself, dude.
This I have to see. I have to see this. Let's see.
I'm a bad boy.
Would you... Okay. I'm not seeing it all, Batman.
It should be able to. Oh, for fuck's sake. Dodge.
Yeah. Did Dodge change back already?
No, he turned it into Spider Mom.
What? You're not Spider Mom?
Nope.
Spider Mom, Spider Mom.
There you go. That's Ah, hold on. Bit of a misspell there.
Let's see.
There.
Why is Ernest Scared Stupid clips being posted by Sharati in your general chat, Dodge?
I have no idea. Oh, for me to show me who Ernest is.
Ernest P. Worrell, played by Jim Varney.
Never heard of her.
He played Uncle Jeb in the Beverly Hillbillies movie.
Okay.
No?
I remember the Beverly Hillbillies movie, but I
You don't remember the
only...
comedian Jim Varney?
No, because the Beverly Hillbillies movie, the only person who I can actually remember is Erica Eleniak and her chest.
Oh, so if it don't have boobs, it's not worth remembering.
Pretty much.
You hear that, Doku? You're not worth remembering.
Who?
I was talking to Doku.
Well,
I like that. Who? That was right on target. But yeah, Bat gets fucked by men. How are you doing tonight?
What?
Well, You don't see your name in Discord?
Wow.
My name in Discord. Oh yeah, that one.
That one, yeah. But no, I don't even want to look. I'm not even gonna.
Oh,
look.
you mean that one?
Wow. I think Farty needs to get in on this action too.
Yeah, he should.
Oh, Farty left the voice. All right. Yeah, we did deviate from the drinking game, so.
Yeah, Farty got sick of the Game of Thrones.
He's off. He's off enjoying a nice cold pint.
Oh, bloody poofs.
He's
Yeah, I think that's a much better name for me.
Look at Dodge.
Well, very original, Dodge.
Oh man. Let's see. Oh my god. This is some serious shit. No one can see what's going on here, and it's just serious, like, the debauchery, the levels of debauchery. You doing all right there, Doku? You still with us?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off your ability to change your nickname. That's right. I win, bitch. Yeah, I'm fucking better than you. No,
Oh god, I wish I could change your name. You'd be Anna Kasparian.
I'm sorry, I had to. Damn right, I'm fucking better than you.
Actually, can I have the permissions to change Dodge's name in this Discord?
Oh, don't do
I
it.
think you do, actually.
No, don't do it.
No, I don't. Not yet.
Oh, well, let me change that.
No.
Have fun.
Don't do it.
Can't do it yet.
Oh, you might have to refresh.
Possibly.
You still with us, Doku? Still alive? He might have passed out.
Oh, I'm still here.
Oh.
Yeah, hold on.
You haven't passed out on us yet.
Not yet.
It's getting there, though, right?
I just want to see Mad Dodge's name get changed.
Have you pressed 1 for English?
I pressed 2, but all I keep getting is a Spanish bitch.
Well, I'm not reading. What was that movie that we were reviewing earlier?
El Chicano.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexican
Chicano.
Batman.
Hey, orderly, man. We're gonna rob a liquor store.
I think it's because we're at the same level.
Oh, well, I can fix that, too.
Mexican Punisher sounds more appropriate, but I don't know. What the fuck do I know?
Wait a minute. Are you fucking busting me down, Frank? Is that
No.
what's going on here?
No, not at all.
X?
Oh, that's one of those emojis, one of those emoticons.
Ah.
That's I've had too much poison to drink. Get it? Because he's a Dodgers fan.
Jesus.
You should just rename to I hate baseball.
Well, at least I'm not from New York. I mean, come on.
Well, that's because you're not good enough to get in there.
Hey, the only reason why I'm from New York is because that's where my father landed from coming off the Mayflower.
Whatever. You blew up the World Trade Center.
I
We
did.
all know you did it.
I did right
Dodge,
after I
dodge.
moved out here.
Dodge, I don't mean to say this, but you actually didn't say that right. You said that you blew off the World Trade Tower.
Well, blow off, blow up. I mean, he blew something. But Doku, dude. So I was yeah, shut up, Frank. No. I was looking at the storyboard
Nobody
you
tell
put up.
Dodge.
I'm thinking we're doing pretty good on that comic actually. So
Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. Yeah, I'm not going to stand by my art as being anything great, but I think it's
But
I think it's a decent jumping off point.
sounds painful.
Are you going
Somewhat
bungee
painful.
jumping with your penis again, Doku?
Oh, perhaps.
It'd be like in that song "Earache My Eye," gonna tie my pecker to a tree.
my wife is fucking mean. She let me try one of her CBD gummies, right? So yeah, it tasted great. I'm like, I want another gummy. I'm like, hey honey, can I have a gummy? And she's like, no, get fucked.
Speaking of Dodge, how's it going?
I'm going pretty good. Ultimate Yankee fan. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. It's on now, motherfuckers.
Dodge is now officially a Yankees fan.
Yes.
You know, the gloves are off, dude. That is over the line. God damn it. No. Can I change my own name? Fuck you.
Oh my god. How's it going, Batman?
Not too bad. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Oh, Dodge, come on, man. After I made you an honorary New Yorker and everything?
I don't want to be a New Yorker, you son of a bitch.
It's too late now.
fucking
Jelly Duck
yank.
wants to know how many hours this print is going to take. This print is going to be about 3.5 hours, and it's already an hour 45 in.
I think
Frank, I was looking at 3D printers and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you know, like keychains and other merchandise. Why
Yeah.
don't you do that for your channel?
Because nobody watch our channel. God damn.
Well, fair enough. You're not as cool as I am. I mean, you are from New York, you know, so it is what it is. But all things aside, I mean, you probably could make a little bit of
I could. Maybe. Just like you could be an honorary New Yorker.
As long as we're not Yankee fans.
no. I think
I
Dodge,
don't want to be a New Yorker.
yeah, Dodge is a bit too much of a lefty to be a New Yorker.
Yeah, that sounds
I
about
was
right.
joking, Dodge. Honest.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I broke something. Damn it. I'm blaming you, Doku.
Tell you one thing that annoyed me about the later seasons of Game of Thrones. It's Little Bear and that little boy. Yes, they're the heirs to the leadership of their houses, but they're still children. They would have been placed as wards until they were old enough to assume their positions. And they would especially not have been allowed to fucking fight.
What? You mean it wouldn't have made sense?
Well, it was idiotic. They're too young.
No, you're right. No, Batman, you're absolutely right. Little Leanna Mormont had no business being at that battle at all.
Yeah, there's no way she could. I mean, especially when you seen and heard the injuries that Undead Giant was doing to her, there's no way she could have had the strength left to stab him.
I love how the axe turns into a dagger. That was great too.
Yeah.
Here's my whole problem with it, and this is the argument that would have got her off the field if they looked at her and said, "We will be more distracted by you being here trying to protect your ass than if you just went somewhere to hide."
Just like they did with that kid who said she wanted to fight.
She still got offed.
Well, that would involve Dan and Dave actually, thinking.
What's thought? I'm just getting a picture of the "is this a pigeon" meme all over again.
Oh, I'm being distracted by reading the PDF actually.
Well, no, and like the thing is, okay, you have the little bear run at the fucking giant, and yeah, that axe turns into a fucking dagger. I didn't get that until I watched it a second time.
The funniest thing about that
what
scene,
the fuck?
The funniest thing about that scene is when she was running them, it was like a little girl throwing a tantrum.
Well, no, it was. You're
It was
absolutely
comical.
right. And yeah, that's kind of my point. Is like, they killed her off. They killed off Jorah. Who is left out of the Mormonts? Nobody. They killed off the whole house
they're
for
dead.
nothing.
There's only one house left in the north now.
I think the problem is that you don't understand the message there. The message is that men are bigger and stronger than women, and the only way they'll take them down is if you let them get too close to you.
No, I think the message there was men are big and strong, but they're stupid. And women are smarter and harder and more dangerous.
Unless we're talking about Sam.
But yeah, well,
my
Sam's
God.
big and stupid.
Am I the
That
only
was
one who hears the
hilarious.
slurring in Doku's speech from him just being so tired? Go to bed, Doku. Get some sleep.
No, that shit was
I don't want to.
hilarious. though. Samuel Tarly fucking just stabbing random people.
That's
That
who
shit was
the
great.
Night King.
Oh, and also, didn't Sam get stabbed like
He was
2
being
or 3
dragged to his
times?
death by a pile of fucking whites.
Yeah, shouldn't
Yes.
Sam be dead at least 2 times over now?
Sam should
At
be
least.
all over the fucking courtyard.
All I know is they Gotham the hell out of
Sam-
this show. They do everything
Everybody
they can.
should have been dead. Everyone. They had a freaking wall of zombies that didn't have to worry about feet. They just flowed like freaking, Z Nation Zomboulder, okay?
Oh
Well,
God, you
Z
mentioned
Nation
Z
did it
Nation.
better.
Now,
So
all I
let's-
can
let's,
see is that giant cheese wheel with all the fucking zombies on it rolling down towards the coast.
And
So
I'll,
let's
I'll
see
one-up you there.
everybody who should be dead. Brienne of Tarth,
The entire
definitely
castle.
definitely dead. Brienne of Tarth is dead. Sam, he's definitely dead. Jamie, yeah,
Yep.
he's dead. Everybody in the fucking crypts, they're dead.
Yep.
Who should be alive?
Basically, everybody in that castle should be marching with the Night King to the south.
Wait. So
And-
pretty much, Jon
Well-
Snow and Daenerys are the
Well,
only two.
Jon Snow,
Can I
Jon
ask a question about
should be
whites?
dead.
Can I ask a
Jon
question
should
about
be
whites?
fucking dead. Well, real quick, Jon should be fucking dead over anybody.
Oh
Like,
yeah, and I
he's
love how
the
Daenerys
big-
is like,
You're free. Go run over there. I've got a dragon that could fly you over there in about 2 fucking seconds and drop you next to your brother. But nah, go sprint through that army of fucking zombies.
Well, no, this is the thing that really fucking pisses me off. Danny has never picked up a fucking sword in her entire fucking life. And she's just gonna pick up a sword and fight with Jorah? No, Danny's dead. Danny should be dead. Jon Snow? Undead Viserion literally blew a fucking hole in the fucking wall of fucking castle, of fucking Winterfell. Destroyed, the battlements. Completely blew a hole in the wall.
You sort of did to the wall at the ice wall at the north.
Yeah, and he's not dead. I mean, if he pulled a Night King where it's like, oh yeah, I'm ice and fire, okay, maybe. If I saw him, get engulfed in blue flame and then look and pull a Night King and was like, oh, this didn't kill me. Okay, I'd give you that. I'd be okay with that. But no, he's gonna hide behind a fucking rock and then yell at the dragon. Like, no, Jon Snow should be fucking dead. Like, what's fucking undead Viserion gonna do?
Well, no, I've said it over and over again. It's like Skyrim, where you hide behind a boulder, you pop out and hit him with an arrow, and what do you do next? Go right behind the boulder.
No, what you do is in Skyrim is you sneak behind the dragon and you keep stealing stuff until he's got nothing left.
Well, no, this is why it's bullshit. Even if fucking undead Viserion breathes fire at him, that beautiful. Well, no, that beautiful blue flame, undead Viserion fucking breathes that fucking flame at him, and Jon Snow is like, oh, that doesn't kill me? What do you think the next thing undead Viserion is gonna do?
Stand on him.
No, he's just gonna bite his fucking head off.
Well, that's
it's like, oh, well, my fire is not gonna kill you. I'm just gonna bite you in fucking half.
But as soon as that
because you have a fucking zombie dragon in front of you.
As soon as that head moves towards him, he's got the Valyrian steel sword. That's gonna kill the dragon, no matter where it hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's why you should just run and stab the damn thing in the fucking throat.
This is why I'm asking about the whites. They retain all the skills and abilities they had when they were alive, correct?
We don't even know at this point in time because they don't fucking explain it.
Let's assume they do. So my idea is, Jon doesn't get behind the wall in time, gets hit by the fucking fire. It doesn't hurt him. So he charges the dragon, kills it. Then you see Arya leap at the Night King, but you don't see the outcome. Jon moves into Godswood, right? And the fucking all the whites part, and the White Walkers part, and he has to face Arya, who's now got blue eyes.
Well, no, you know what the fuck should have happened?
I mean, can you imagine Hold on. How hard would it be for Jon to fight Arya, even if she is undead? And how easy would it be for undead Arya to fight Jon?
No, not even going at that. When Jon Snow is fighting undead Viserion in the fucking courtyard, when he fucking jumps out from that apparently godly fucking stone that didn't get destroyed when undead Viserion decided to breathe fucking fire, have Rhaegal, wherever the fuck he decided to fuck off to, have Rhaegal just come down and tackle that son of a bitch, and then just have Jon Snow jump out from behind that fucking rock and stab fucking undead Viserion right in the fucking gullet. And boom, dragon's dead. Then you can have Rhaegal fuck off to wherever the hell it is he's gonna go. And then Jon Snow can go do whatever the fuck he's gonna do. But have fucking, have Rhaegal come in and fucking tackle undead Viserion. Because that's basically his brother at that point in time.
Yeah.
Have that dragon come in, tackle his son of a bitch ass, and then have Jon Snow basically stab it and fucking kill it because he has a fucking Valyrian steel sword. Instead of just sitting there and yelling at it. That would have made so much more sense. Because, again, what the fuck good are you gonna do just sitting there yelling at the damn thing? No, you have another dragon that shit, we saw Jon Snow ride the son of a bitch.
That's the question. Was he shouting at Valerian or was he shouting at his dragon?
I mean, who the fuck knows? But you could have the same way that fucking Drogon came in and saved Dany's fucking ass back in the fighting pits. Jon's fucking there yelling at him, the undead fucking dragon, and then Rhaegal just comes in and just boom, slams into him, and then stab. Battle over. That would have made so much more fucking sense. But they didn't fucking do it. Because Dan and Dave don't know what the fuck they're doing. That would have made a lot more sense. And also, it would have been a lot more entertaining to watch.
Maybe. I mean, the whole show was just a muddy, black, inky mess.
Well, I mean, dude, tell me it wouldn't. Tell me this wouldn't. Tell me it wouldn't be entertaining to see Jon just pop out from behind that fucking rock and start to charge undead Viserion, and just have Rhaegal come out of nowhere and just tackle that motherfucker, and
It wouldn't be.
have Jon just stab him in the gullet,
Doesn't
and
make any narrative sense.
Rhaegal just goes.
I mean,
It
that
would have been a
be
lot better
change
than
for
what
the
they did.
It wouldn't.
Sorry, it doesn't make any narrative sense.
It wouldn't have been a big change for the show, though, would it, Eldritch?
I don't care if it's a big show, but you're talking about it's slightly less crappy.
It would have been better than what they did. I'm not going to say it would necessarily be
imagine
better.
Something, let's actually fix it, as opposed to just saying this is slightly better than this.
It's like this shit smells slightly less potent than this shit over here.
No, trust me,
Well,
I've been going
it would have
over
been a
this.
lot
This
more
whole
entertaining.
past week, I've gotten nothing done creatively because I've been fuming too much about this goddamn episode. That's why I had to write all that shit, because I needed to get it out of my head. Because I was sitting there.
Well,
just going
it
back
still would have
over
been a
and
lot
over
more
and over.
entertaining.
It is. I'm reading it. It is. It's better.
It
whatever.
still would have been a lot more entertaining than what they fucking did.
Yeah.
Although, honestly, anything would be a lot more entertaining than what they did. So that's not really saying much.
Yeah.
Either
Pretty
way,
much.
the entire episode was fucking garbage. None of it makes sense because they set up so much fucking shit and then just decided, nah, we'll just have Arya kill the king because,
Yeah, I guess. All right,
See,
guys.
I've done this. Oh, okay, time to wrap it up.
Yeah, it's time to start wrapping it up. But go ahead, Eldritch.
When I do a lot of writing, and I've done some ghostwriting and stuff, there's one thing I've told myself very much. One, be prepared to kill your characters. And two, never fall in love with your idea. Because it has been turned out so many times where I'm going along and saying, this is where I want up, and then halfway through whatever I have to write, you go, God damn it, doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
God damn it. I've got to start all over. And
Run
these
across
guys
something
made their
else.
decision 3 years ago. 3 years ago. Okay? No writer can plan something out 3 years in advance and hit it on the nose. I'm sorry. Deciding 3 years ago was going to be Arya killing the Night King, in my opinion as a writer, that right there pretty much assured me it shouldn't be Arya. But that's just...
Well, Well, Arya, and I know a lot of people have said this before, but I'm gonna just reiterate it. Why Arya? Her character has absolutely nothing to do with the fucking Night King. John, Danny, it.
See, you know how they should have killed the Night King? What should have happened is somebody should have stabbed him with Valerian steel, and he should have laughed. And then somebody should have tried to burn him, and then he should have laughed. And then somebody should have stabbed him with obsidian, and should have laughed.
Yep.
But what will kill him? Okay, and this is, you read what I wrote, is that Bran, seeing into the future, knows the one thing that kills him, goes and talks to that Smith dude and says, I want you to make me a Valerian steel greatsword inlaid with dragon glass. And then tell him at a specific point in time, bring it to the dude who sets things on fire, that guy with the eye patch.
Yep.
Have him set the sword aflame, hand it off to Jon, and Jon comes and fucks up the Night King with the Valerian steel obsidian glass sword that's on fire, because that would be fucking awesome. Okay, that would be like, here is a massive fuck off sword of flame and death that I'm going to drive straight through the top of your skull and out your jaw, and you're going to have an expression on your face going, what the fuck? And then you explode. Okay? That is how you kill the Night King. You don't shiv him like a bitch in the middle of a prison yard tank. I mean, fucking A.
Actually, you know what?
Fuck?
If you really wanted to fucking drive the proverbial dagger home, have Jon take fucking Longclaw and just drive it straight through fucking Bran's heart. Make Jon kill his fucking brother and cousin. But just have Jon Snow kill fucking Bran. That would have made sense where, why Bran was warging, why the Night King, because he already has his mark on him. Just have Jon Snow kill Bran.
Oh, I drove Bran completely insane by the end of my version. I figured it's the same thing as killing him. You have to take him out of the equation because he's too powerful.
Well, and that would make Bran and the Night King, if they both died at the same time, that would have made a whole hell of a lot more sense. Just have Jon fucking kill Bran. Boom.
Oh, and they both die? I would have bought that.
It would make more sense than what the fuck they did with this fucking episode, where Arya just spider monkeys her fucking way and fucking shove a Valyrian steel dagger that, to be blunt, no one really gives a fuck about at this point.
The part that bothers me the most about that shit is that they show that one elite walker's hair moving, which obviously means Arya ran past him, but how? How? They're shoulder to goddamn shoulder.
Maybe she Mary Sued her way past.
The power of feminism compelled her.
Well, and also that's another thing we have to wonder about. And this is something I forget who actually brought this.
I know you need to wrap this up. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I ran about this all night.
Well, I forget who brought this up, but this is something I do feel should be brought up. I don't know who said this, but it's worth mention. There's technically, because of the amount of Craster's sons that had been sacrificed to the Night King, if we look at how many have been killed, we're looking at roughly 6 or 7. That means there's still 90-ish White Walkers that should be active in this conflict. Where the fuck were they? And what the fuck were they doing?
Because their walking self-destruct button got shivved. And if you're going to kill the Night King, I believe, when I look back at it, doesn't he have like a chunk of ice in his heart? Isn't that where you're supposed to stab him? Not stab him in the belly button?
Well, that's why the Ice King isn't dead.
It is kind of
because they broke their own fucking rules. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it is kind of an interesting thing
It's
to
plot
look at.
munitions, all right. That's all it is. It's plot munitions. There's plot
Well-
armor and there's plot munitions, and that's what this is.
Well, the excuse Dan and Dave gave was, you know, the Valerian steel shattered the dragon glass obsidian that was shoved into his heart, and that's what killed him because
Reasons.
reasons. Yeah,
And his
reasons.
heart happens to be behind his belly button?
Why not?
Apparently.
Why the fuck not?
Yeah, well, because Dan and Dave are fucking crap when it comes to, you know,
Storytelling?
writing a story that actually makes sense.
Descriptive narrative?
Yeah, either way,
All
it's
shit
fucking
you learn in
garbage.
grade school?
You know what's sad? And I'm going to say this. I write better than them. And I'm a schmuck. Okay? I'm a for-hire grunt. I'm filler man. And I could do better in 90 minutes just because I'm pissed off the cuff than this guy's did, and they had years. It's
3
just sad.
apparently.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Actually, it's 3
What I
o'clock
want to
here. I
know
should wrap
is
things up.
what I want to know is why Arya?
Why
Yeah.
not?
Vagina.
Arya
It was
doesn't
all
make
about
any
their
fucking
feminist
sense.
agenda. When you read their stupid shit, they said flat out, we want there to be like a council of females in charge. You know, it's like, oh, it's all these women trying to get ahead in a man's world. It's not a man's world. There's, you know, with that one kingdom, they killed the king and replaced him with
Yep.
women, and that other king, and, you know, Sonya Stark or whatever the fuck her name is, she's ruling the North. They're gonna have, I mean, it's not a man's
get
world.
rid of the L and you'd probably replace it with an N, and you're probably right. Not ruling, ruining.
I mean, I understand why they did it, but why Arya of all people? Why not Dany?
I mean, don't get me wrong here. I will say this. I mean, she definitely has the skill set. It's sad that she has the skill set. They definitely beat the shit out of her. Trained her to be an assassin who knows how to, like, run around blind and kill people. Yeah, I'll give her. Yeah, she definitely could have pulled it off. I don't have a problem with her actually being the one to have killed the Night King. It's just that way was stupid.
Yeah.
And
Well,
narratively speaking, it didn't make any sense, and it was the wrong time. You needed to kill the Night King in episode 5.
Well,
Not
and
episode
that's the
3.
thing. I don't hate the idea of Arya killing the Night King because, again, if Arya is going to, you know, essentially be blind, and you're going to try to kill an enemy where, you know, the long night and the blizzard comes and you basically can't see shit. Yeah, someone who is essentially an assassin who has been trained to, you know, fight despite being, you know, blind, that would make sense if, you know, you actually set it up. But they didn't. Yeah. So, yeah, I would be perfectly okay with a badass assassin who can, you know, murder people without, you know, any sort of, you know, visual capability. That would make sense. But they didn't set it up that way, and that's why it sucks.
Yeah. So we're gonna roll on out of here, guys. Do we have any final thoughts?
No, I never have a final thought.
All right.
There's always another thought.
Burn HBO to the ground and salt the earth where it once stood.
All righty.
Yeah, and stab all the writers with Valerian steel.
Pirate all your HBO favorite shows off of some Russian site and unsubscribe, or, in fact, just stop paying for cable altogether.
I don't.
There you go. Dodge, you got something you want to add, buddy? I think we pissed him off a little too much.
No, I'm good.
You sure? Still alive?
Well, no, I would just add, you know, take it easy and keep Jensen in your thoughts, guys, because Jensen, he isn't doing very well now, and hopefully he'll be doing better.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I guess my only final thought is, keep Jensen coming from somebody who's agnostic. Keep Jensen in your thoughts and prayers, and fuck Game of Thrones.
A sentiment we can all get behind. I also
send all the good thoughts to Jensen Quinn.
There you go. I also have a friend who is in need of a new liver, so keep him in your thoughts as well. His name is Jamie. So we're gonna head on out here, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for sitting us through this roller coaster ride, if nothing else. And so until next time, Doku, what do we tell him?
Well, fuck the critics. Fuck Dan and Dave. And fuck Game of Thrones. And until next time, thank you for joining. This has been Exiled Opinions.
Until